I shouldn't mention, but I love how they sting. I've got lust on my mind and my head in a dream, or I'm dancing with the devil, if you know what I mean. I'm disobedient, I'm into deviance. Blood, greed, and pride are my ingredients. I'm a dope fiend, I'm a horse dream, I'm a two-faced liar with the Nephilim scheme. Remember me. Tell me. Remember me. Am I good enough? Am I bad enough? Am I worth it? Tell me, have you had enough? Am I righteous? Am I worthy? I think I know you. Tell me, do you know me? Remember me. Am I what? Am I when your judgment fills the streets? Am I what? Am I when I fall into their knees? This man with the noose where I sleep, and I hang bad food just to watch them. I got smoke in my lungs, I got messed up teeth. When the clouds blow away, just my demons in me. I'm disobedient, I play with medians. I stay running away from my deliverance. I'm a sin fiend, I feel with envy. I'm a two-faced liar with the Nephilim scheme. Am I good enough? Am I bad enough? Am I worth it? Tell me, have you had enough? Am I righteous? Am I worthy? I think I know you. Tell me, do you know me? Am I good enough? Am I bad enough? Am I worth it? Tell me, have you had enough? Am I righteous? Am I worthy? I think I know you. Tell me, do you know me? When it all comes down and the world's in flames, I know deep down I'm the one to blame. Now I'm 6 feet deep, just a dirt and sleep, with the fiery end to a prodigal. Now you know my sins till you call my name. All hell, remember me. When your judgment fills the streets. Remember me. When they fall into their knees. Remember me. Remember me. Remember me.
Welcome in, everyone. So that song right there is by the band Relent. I asked them for permission to actually use it. They will be coming on Campfire Talks. I think the 13th is the day that we settled on. They got a ton of good songs. You can ask Mish if I was jamming out behind the scenes.
Can confirm.
And thank you, Seether, for the happy birthday wish. I appreciate that, my friend, as well as Kate saying happy birthday to you. Happy B-Day to you. HBD, dear Rez, happy B-Day to you. I'm sure you didn't want to type all that out. And then we got Carmen saying happy birthday. Thank you. It has been one heck of a day. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. And I hope you all enjoyed the song. I've actually been listening to a lot of their music lately. It's been... That song I chose today caught my ear the other day on a random workout playlist, and I was just like, I'm in. But didn't really have an agenda today. Was hoping that some people would hop in. Pretty much put it out to all the past guests to come on and hang out with us. Just to have some fun. I'm only allowed so many characters to type. Kate, you better get your butt in here. You're a past guest. Trash sitting in my corner there. I'm glad you liked it. I know that's not everyone's taste in music. Why is my camera up so high? Bishop, you gotta tell me this stuff before the stream starts.
What
up with my camera angle? Because
I don't know where a camera's supposed to be. I'm unprofessional, dude. Come on.
Dude, I couldn't even get my earbuds to connect before we started the stream today. That's 90% of the reason why we were late. The other 10% was I was making that intro video as we we're getting ready to start. So, it's been a fun day. Can't thank you guys enough for being here. And I did want to take a second to actually just ponder back on all the awesome guests that we've had. I know I made that video for the potty awards, which if you haven't been voting, definitely go vote for me. I'm in 2 categories. It's kind of like the who did the best on Rumble this year. Um, I'm nominated for the IRL and the variety streamer. I don't even think I voted for myself today, to be honest with you. It's been that busy of a day. While I'm thinking about it, let me go vote. And thank you, Kate, for the repost as well. You better be getting in Discord. You don't have to turn your camera on, of course. I'm not going to ask you to do that. Hopefully my dog did not get back out. My Great Pyrenees has been escaping all day. Nope. Okay. I just happened to look down at my phone and see I had a notification in the backyard. I was like, please don't. But let me find the link and I can put it in the chat. Mischief, how is your I should do that also. Yep. Mischief, how has your day been, my friend, while I'm trying to find this link?
Well, I've been tired. I was taking a nap before we got on here, and I was like, oh, I gotta get up. Oh man, so it's been okay though. Um, That stream that I did for trying to get the hours kind of helped out a little bit of the stress though. So I'll take that little win.
Yeah, I was hanging in there for most of the day till around 5 my time. And by the way, Reswat just put the link for the potties in the chat. So if you would be so kind to go check that out and vote for your favorite streamers, hopefully I am one of them. You got some great people in there, like our friend Dima. I've rated out to her a couple times. You got LP Liberated Podcast, who is on right now. Unfortunately, me and Beyond Formal and another guy that I've gotten to know pretty well, Pine Forge. We're all going head to head for the best IRL streamer. And the best variety. There's a ton of awesome people in that one. There's just so many awesome people. I'm trying to vote so I don't forget to do it later. But vote where your heart takes you. If I'm not your favorite, don't vote for me. But it would be much appreciated. All right. Just got done with voting. Go do your part. But dude, it's kind of a topic that's going to come up later on Vigilant Watch. Have you been feeling like life is just so chaotic recently?
I know I have.
Like, I feel like I used to have like a schedule. Everything was on a set pattern. Like I knew what days were going to be what. Nowadays, I don't even know what I will be doing that day when I wake up in the morning.
Mine's been an increasing slide into that. So just like it got a little bit better now that some of the bigger items like court stuff and the tax stuff is kind of let up, but I'm struggling to adapt back into it, and I'm tired because I'm trying to work all day and be up at the right time and make sure that Strider's getting work good enough because that cattle dog just needs it all, you know. And then now I'm trying to put up with I don't know how you've been doing it for this long, but the creator program stuff, man, it's hard to keep up with it all, especially when I've been having nothing but issues with streaming all month so far. Which thank you, by the way, again for helping with some of the stream stuff. Oh, but I can't get the alerts to work, so I'm gonna have to work on that one of these days. I don't know why it's acting out on me.
Dude, it took me forever to get my alerts to work correctly. But yeah,
There's no feedback for errors, you know.
No. I'm just gonna start inviting random people off of my list, even though I know it's like half of them are streaming right now. But Dude, today's been a day.
What happened today?
Essentially, I was an idiot and I put a timeline on myself for a project that I still had a ton of stuff to do on. And I was just like, well, I guess my stupid butt decided we're going for it. I'm literally just going down my friends list and inviting everyone.
I know I'm seeing that on screen. That's kind of funny.
Can you see it on screen? Oh yeah, you can see it
Yeah,
on
it's
screen.
between our
Whoops. Didn't
between
think
our
about
faces.
that. It's okay, just saw me
My
invite
quality
herself.
isn't high, so I can't read it because I have it on auto, and apparently it wants to be low quality. Let's see what happens if I stick it to
We can't read
1280.
in
Let's see if
general.
that gets better. What's it say, Buckwheat? We gotta learn to read.
You're gonna learn today. But yeah, so we saw everything. Yeah. Well, it's not like I'm hiding anybody that
Whoa.
I'm talking to.
We are not naked. You did not see everything.
That is a fair point. Um I just realized my light fell down. You can see like the one strand that's like on the other one. It's gonna drive me nuts. Um
It
I'm
felt
just all
lonely.
out
It
of
was just
sorts
trying to get
today.
close to its buddy.
Um but yeah, I was talking to Nerd about it the other day, which Nerd says you need to call him. He's been waiting on you to get in touch.
I feel bad. I've been, yeah. I know. I need to just, yeah.
But I was kind of talking to him. I was just like, dude, I feel like everything is just so chaotic. It's like one massive event after another. And like just in my personal life, I feel like it's like, oh, I'm starting to get on top of my stuff. And then everything goes sideways all at once. It's like, come on now. But, that's
Yeah,
to be
it all
expected.
comes in hordes, you know.
Well, I mean, we've been in the end times ever since Jesus came back, essentially. So it's to be expected that chaos will reign.
It's all just stampedes now. It's like Mufasa and the Stampede.
Mufasa. But yeah, I got to figure out a better way to where you can't see like what I'm doing in Discord when I'm like when we're on stream, because I didn't realize that you guys could see that.
Is there a different way to import our cameras in or something?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
I don't know.
I've been trying to figure out different ways, but it's always just testing stuff out. It was actually I was talking to Ian. I think you were there when we were backstage. I was like, I'm just too much of a perfectionist. He goes, just do it. He goes, who cares if it looks bad? Just do it. And I was just like, all right. So the next week I was like, we're doing cameras.
I feel the struggle. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So
why I keep getting discouraged, man. That's why I keep getting discouraged for a lot of streams. I mean, my perfectionism is why I basically ditched doing the faith content on Lembus and why I'm going to do it on the King's Fellowship now.
yeah, which there is some movement going on for I'm working on some things behind the scenes, like revamping the clothing store or the res merch, I should call it. Um, but it will have a new name. It's not going to be res merch anymore. I think I've softly announced it, and I guess I'm doing the same right now. But it's getting renamed to Kingdom Forge. Kind of like how
Hmm,
Liberated did Liberated Apparel. I'm doing Kingdom Forge.
I like it.
Trying to make it look nice and make it look better. I was about to say my shirts are very plain. You can tell which ones Lauren designed and which ones I designed. So
This
want to
contractor
try
full
to do
time, dude.
better. Um, but yeah, the it's been I've had a lot of things laying on my heart recently. That what's up,
Oh,
Arcam? How you doing, my friend?
I randomly joined this. I'm doing good, man. I'm about to go live.
Yeah, we're just doing it's my birthday stream, and instead of having a topic and a guest, I decided to just do random, see what happens. And I was just like, let me just go down the list and invite all the past guests that have been on here.
All right, give me a minute, man. I'll hop back in a second. I'm gonna get my stream fired up and then I'll jump in.
Yeah, of course, man. Go for it.
Okay.
Sweet.
Which, by the way, if you're not following Arcam, definitely go give him a follow. He's a great dude. He was on what, like 2-3 months ago?
And I'd have to go back and look on our page.
I was about to say I'd have to definitely go back and look.
My life is one giant blur. This weekend's not going to get any better because I don't know what tomorrow's going to be. Maybe I'll get in some sort of stream because I need the hours bad. But Friday, I got to go teach my friend's boyfriend how to dance. Country swing
You're
dance.
gonna
So I'm going
dance
to
with
go
the
with them
dude?
on Friday. Well, I'm going to teach him how to lead. I'm going to teach him how to lead
Mhm,
her, basically. So hopefully there's a cute girl for
mhm.
me to use as a practice dummy to demonstrate with. And then from there, that's Friday. Saturday, I'm going to try to get a good long stream with ABD. And hopefully there's not people trying to compete for my schedule that night because I really want to stick with with doing the stream and getting my hours and the good group that we have there.
Am I
And then
supposed
Sunday,
to be
my
with you guys
nephews.
tonight?
Yeah. And then
You're
Sunday,
more
my
than welcome
nephews
to
get
join us.
baptized.
Oh, he's getting baptized. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Still waiting
we'll
on
do
Kate
that
to
and
get in
celebrate
here.
it.
But she says right. But yeah, Beyond Formal, we don't have a guest. We're just hanging out and having fun. So you're more than welcome to come up and hang out with us. But dude, I'm
Dude,
so
the way
glad
that
to
you just
hear.
said right was totally right. Cusco's
Right,
poison.
right.
Poison to kill Cusco.
The poison to kill Cusco. But
Oh, I'm gonna see if there's
yeah,
a gift for that. I'm putting that in my stickers.
I showed him how to make stickers, and now he's like, I'm all about it.
Kronk is Kronk. Is that how you spell it?
Appreciate that. KRNK. KRNK. Enunciate. Appreciate that, Beyond
Kronk.
Formal. What am I saying? Now you're making me question myself.
You said KRNK. You
Yeah, we're
hate
getting
vowels.
crunk.
Screw vowels. Vowels are overrated.
Yeah, who needs them? Right, Kate? If you'd ever get in
Oh my
here.
god. Him crying as a llama would be a good one.
I was say, I'm just going to pester Kate till she actually comes up here and hangs out with us.
At first, Pester Kate sounded like Pastor Kate.
Arcane's back.
Yo, what's go? Oh, whoa, whoa, freedom's meme. Wig me out.
What's that?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, you.
I s-
Will they be able to see that if I pull it up? Well, I probably shouldn't. Actually, now that I think about it. You're talking about the one from Scream?
yeah,
Yeah,
I am.
we did a whole stream the other day, and I forgot. Somehow I locked the messages in place, and I couldn't figure out how to undock it. So it just stared at me the entire time out of the corner of my eye. I was like, seriously?
Yeah, it wigged me out for a second. I was like, "Whoa, what's happening?"
Hold on.
Happy birthday, by the way.
I appreciate you, my friend. I got a. Apparently, AC is just sitting here. Has AC not been on the campfire?
He's having issues with his. Oh, I don't know. No, well, maybe I don't know.
But what have you been up to, Arcam?
Not much, bro. Just hanging out. Honestly, today was kind of a chill stream anyway, so I just wanted to pop in and hang for a bit. I'm gonna just edit some shorts and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. My birthday's actually tomorrow, ironically. So that's kind of cool that your birthday's today.
Well, it was really funny when I realized that me, Mischief, and Freeze birthdays are all within 29 days of each other.
That's awesome.
Dude, I could have sworn AC was a campfire friend.
Our screens are all jacked up now.
What happened?
Do you do
Oh.
anything special for your birthday, man?
We're doing it this weekend. All right, AC, you're a campfire friend. You're more than welcome to come up here. Why is my screen messed up? But we're
Is it 'cause you
I'm
clicked
having
away?
some. Oh, it's because I'm in the other part of Discord where I have it popped out. Hold on. Let me respond to this. But we're smoking a
Thinking
pork butt,
technology.
and everybody's kind of bringing aside, and some
Country
people
said you
from
were old.
thank you, country. I'm pretty sure you're actually. How old are you,
Older.
country? Because country might be our age.
250 years old.
Where
Oh,
did
not
pretty
that
old.
we go?
Oh.
There we are. We're back. But yeah, I have some friends coming over, and we're smoking a pork butt, hanging around. We're actually going to do a in real life campfire, so should be a ton of fun.
It's sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Haven't hung out with some of the people that are coming in. Obviously, got family coming in, so should be a good time.
That's cool,
Um,
man. I'm happy for you. That's dope.
Appreciate it. Yeah, for those of you that are coming in later and didn't see the intro, definitely go back and rewatch the intro after I got my technical difficulties sorted out. Um,
It wouldn't be a
lot
real stream without technical difficulties, you know?
exactly. I couldn't get my headphones to connect, and then for some reason it wouldn't recognize the new intro video that I made right before stream. That is featuring somebody that's coming up, and the reason that I'm trying to promote it ahead of time in particular is the fact that they're not actually on Rumble.
Oh, wow.
It's a band called Relent. I am super excited.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I did one interview with a band, this chick called Ash Kanzi from this band called M99 out of Florida. Pretty cool.
yeah. I was looking over their bio.
Oh, and I did what's his name? Flexington. Chavez Flexington.
Oh yeah. I thought it was interesting. Nowhere in their description does it say the word Christian, Christ, or Jesus. But like you go and listen to their music, and it is evident their faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's good though. I think that's probably better, honestly, because it'll get them a lot more exposure
Mhm.
and I think some of the most profound like songs that I've listened to haven't been like inherently Christian, but they have Christian undertones and meanings to them that just and can speak to everybody.
Like
Definitely.
Switchfoot. They were big on that.
Yeah.
I don't. Did Thousand Foot Crutch have Christian in their description? I don't think that they did. I'd have to look that up. That's another
I
band
don't
I used to
recall.
listen to a lot.
They're great.
What's
Um,
sad is when there's bands that market themselves as Christian and then later just fall away from the faith. That's like, okay, like you did way more damage.
yeah, I've seen a few of those. Like one of my favorite rappers growing up was Lecrae, and he's kind of went woke and soft on certain things. And I was just like, dude, come on. It's like I get you don't have to be like harsh, but like you're going along with stuff that's not right.
Dude, he
can't stand
endorsed that
Lecrae,
guy,
sorry.
Raphael Warnock.
Yeah,
Yep.
Guy's
I call
demonic.
him Warlock.
Yeah, me too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one was a shame
I was like, dude, you're breaking my heart.
because he had some bangers back in the day.
Yeah, man.
I think I stopped listening
Everyone liked Lecrae.
after Church Closed Volume 2. I think was the last album I listened to.
Yeah,
Where's
there's
that come
one
out?
rapper that's like underrated that I think he's really good. His name is Gemstones. He's pretty sick.
What's his name?
Gemstones.
Gemstones. I'll have to check him out.
Yeah.
I was about to say, the type of music I've been listening to recently, I've been getting back into working out, and I've been listening to a lot of like Christian metal, which is how I came across Relent. And I was listening to him one night or one day driving to work, and I was just like, I wonder if they got an email I could send a request to. And found them on Facebook, like their actual band page, and they had their email. I was like, might as well shoot them an email. And they responded very quickly. They're like, yep, we're on. I was just like, okay, cool.
Sick. That's dope.
I'm going to see if I can get them to start posting music in Rumble. That'd be awesome. I didn't realize
Yeah,
how
build
big
out
they
that
were.
music category.
I didn't realize how big they were until I went to their Spotify page directly. They got like 12,000, almost 13,000 monthly listeners. I
That's
was like, oh,
sick.
okay.
Good for
Good for
you,
them.
man.
That's awesome. And good for you. Yeah. Double good.
Things have been moving. So we'll see if that translates into the channel growing. But honestly, with how things are going right now, I'm perfectly happy. What's up, Maggie? Yes, it's my birth. Well, technically my birthday's in 2 days, but I figured we'd do my birthday stream on Campfire Talks. It seemed fitting. But who knows? Me and Mischief might play some video games here in the coming days. Might do a stream actually on my birthday, but we'll see.
Decide like.
And Maggie, you're the same age as me. Don't call me old, man. You're just calling yourself old.
You're growing, bro. I could definitely see little by little, man. You're growing though.
Yeah, well, honestly, I like growing this way because happy early birthday then. Thank you. I like growing this way because I feel like I get to know a lot of the people that follow me more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just like blowing up overnight, it's like, well, now I got like 1,000 friends and I don't know anything about them. Like everybody that's commented, I've literally had direct conversations with.
That's awesome.
So that's what's been so fun about. I mean, it hasn't really been slow, but having a slower pro.
Yeah.
Few months.
That's good though. I think it's better that way too, because it's like when you're not doing like any like silly gimmicks to like grow your channel, you're just growing authentically and just having conversations, and I think it's better that way, honestly.
Yeah, I would too. I think AC is still having trouble trying to get in here.
Dang technology.
Yeah, it's Oh, thank you, Country, for the repost. I appreciate you, my friend. So what were your topics that you planned on talking about today?
Me, I was gonna start off by talking about, let's see, I mean, I could just do some of this right now with you guys.
I was about to say I didn't have any topics. I came in with a blank slate.
So
Been
there
running
was
ragged.
like, there's this discussion, you know, you don't have any kids yet, right, Rez?
Not yet.
Or do you? No, not yet. Yeah, there's this discussion about like the cost of having kids being over like $300,000 a year. I just think it's kind of nonsense. I don't buy that at all, especially because I have 3 kids, and it does not
Paying
cost me
$900,000
$300,000.
a year.
Yeah, I'm definitely not spending that much money. I
Oh, there
can
it is.
promise you.
What's up, AC? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Hello, guys.
How you doing, AC? Great to see you, my friend.
I'm working on stuff.
Yeah, if you missed the beginning of the stream, I just went down through my friends list of people, which I honestly thought you had been on a Campfire Talks already. So that kind of blew my mind.
I've been on Campfire Talks, but it's been through Rumble Studio.
I've that's when I
never
had
been
you and Revolver broadcast at the end of an episode.
Yes.
That's
I've
why I
never
thought you'd
been
already
in
been
the
on.
Discord.
Well, now you're here.
I've never.
And Channel 2, thank you for the birthday, Graham. Love you, brother. God bless you as well. 3,000 a year, definitely not that expensive, Maggie says, by the way. My question is, what is factoring into that 300,000 a year? Like, does it break it down, Arkham?
Maybe it's not $3,000 a year. It just says 300,000, so it's kind of vague. But I mean, let's just say it's 3,000 in a lifetime. That's well worth it. Well worth it to have kids. But I just think all of this is like
more than that on my kids.
like fear mongering. Oh, here we go.
Hey, there you are.
Yeah, I activated the virtual camera, so we're good.
Did you get
But
a new
yeah, all of
desk?
it is like, huh?
Did you get a new desk?
No, the same desk. I hate this desk. I wish I
Maybe.
did not get the L-shaped desk.
Oh, dude, I love mine, but it's like a small L shape.
It's inconvenient if you have your wife come on stream with you.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine
Very
so.
inconvenient. So
yeah,
yeah, it's ridiculous though, and I just think it's more fear mongering to try to talk people out of having children and convince them that it's like, you know, they're not gonna have any quality of life. It's like I have 3 kids. We have a pretty decent quality of life, you know, and we're not spending, you know, insane amounts of money.
Mhm.
So it's like I don't know where they're coming up with this ridiculous cost. And I've seen too, like people living in poverty in mud huts in Nepal have lots of kids and they're happy.
Yeah.
So it's like they're happy, they're living in mud huts, they have lots of kids. That's proof that you could do it without even having any money.
Yeah. Maggie
Not
says
ideal,
it would
you know,
be
I'm not saying it's
food,
ideal.
clothes, and school, things like that, but definitely not 300,000. And what's up, Ritz? Great to see you, my friend. Ritz will
People
be
today don't
on.
live in their means. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Yeah, Ritz will be on next week, I believe, if my scheduling in my head's
Oh,
correct.
getting rid.
Yeah.
Right
I
on.
finally, I guess she watched Hexic come on. She's like, "Oh, I can do that. If a fake AI person can do it, I can do it."
If
But
I can do it, anyone can do this.
Oh, goodness.
but yeah, I definitely agree with you. They're just fear mongering to try to get people not to try to have kids. I mean, dude, so we've been tracking our spending more on all of our farm stuff. Dude, just having a farm, you would not believe how much goes into that. But do I regret it? No. And thank you, Ritz. I appreciate that, my friend.
It's like
But
the American dream now to have a farm.
dude, I love it. We had a we had what, like 6 babies drop in like a 3-day span. And dude, just watching the kids getting up and running around, kids is what a baby goat's called. Um, dude, just warms your heart. And
Yeah.
magnify that like tenfold when you have your actual kids, like human kids.
Yeah, dude. It is, man. It's freaking profound, man. It's like I love seeing my kids' eyes light up and see joy in their hearts and just like your whole perspective changes because you just want to do stuff to make them happy. You know, it's like I haven't bought like new clothes in like a year, over a year, I don't know, a long time. And I don't even care. Like I don't care about buying anything for me. I just want to make my kids happy.
Yeah. I was about to say, I don't know many guys that like to go out clothes shopping that aren't a little.
Yeah, no, I buy clothes out of necessity.
I know.
I
Like,
this I got for a Christmas gift.
I was
I
about to say,
would rather spend,
go ahead.
I would rather spend my money on computer parts instead of clothes.
I was about to say, Lauren makes me buy clothes. Like, I'll have good clothes, and then I'll wear them down, and then they become farm clothes. And then once they're not good as farm clothes anymore, you might as well just throw them away.
Yeah, anytime I have to buy clothes, it's because I do something stupid, like I left a pen in my pocket and exploded all over my jeans.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I have to actually pull that up. What'd you say? Also, Carmen agreed with one of us. I don't remember who was talking when she said that. Happy X2 birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was.
I was trying to play the game with the word count, so because they go happy birthday, so I cheated to get the word count in.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm
It's
gonna hop
Emperor's New
off,
Groove
Rez,
Song 1.
man, but have a happy birthday, brother, and I appreciate you and have a great stream.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Later,
Good to
guys.
see you, dude.
See ya. So AC, what have you been working on here recently?
My
Putting
computer
parts in
went
his
down.
computer.
Oh, yeah.
I've been putting parts into the computer, and I've been trying. I don't know what the heck happened, but Rumbot Studio was not working, so I've been working on all of that since I've gotten the computer up and running. The computer
like
is
you need
actually
parts.
just because of one darn part, because of the GPU. That's all it was. That's the only thing I replaced.
GPU doesn't work, the rest of the computer don't work. So,
Actually, the rest of the computer will work,
well, you
but the
can't see it
GPU
working.
won't. Exactly. So there is. But yes, that's what I've been working on all day.
But that's the other reason our schedules feel off. It's because there's no AC in my weeks. That's why it all feels off. It's his fault. It's your fault.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's AC's fault. We just blame him.
On camera.
No, and I'll blame the breaker. If you know G to G and the guys over at the Mighty Chonkla, I'll just blame it on Steve. That is
Love
the
that.
actual name of the Discord, is the Mighty Chonkla.
I need to
If
get
you
the Mighty
know,
Chonkla.
if
Funny
you
you
know,
mention that
you know.
because
There you go.
Mine are downstairs.
Happy birthday,
those are the ones I
young
use for the
man.
shower at the gym.
Oh, thank you, AC. I appreciate that. Feeling old. Dude, I had to lasso my Mustang the other day. Again. And let's see. First off, trying to get him corralled into a small area to be able to lasso him. He juked me out of my shoes, which was fun. And in the process of one of his jukes, he stepped down the side of my calf and then stepped on my foot. And once I actually got him lassoed, he took me for quite a ride, and I knew I couldn't let go to teach him a lesson because that Mustang is incredibly smart. Like the last trainer that we had him with, one day she changed up her fingernail polish. She would not let him touch him. So he is incredibly smart, and I knew that if I taught him that he could rip the lead away from me,
Diva.
I was going to be in trouble. So held on and took a good kick to the shin for my troubles. But we got him put up or we got him caught. And once you get an actual lead on him, perfectly fine. Completely different horse. Doesn't make any sense.
That's funny.
What do you guys think of everything going on up around you there, young man?
I assume
Up
you're
in
talking
West
about Virginia.
Yes.
Well, in West Virginia, we got a senator pimping out his wife for clicks on Facebook. So that's a whole
Good
thing.
Lord.
Dude, have you seen the pictures? I am not joking when I say
No.
he's pimping her out. I would not put it up on stream because she's in nothing but lingerie. It's like, dude, what the? And that's just to try to get support from good old Donald J. Trump. But yeah,
Wait,
Virginia
the
is
Republican doing
absolutely.
it? Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So actually have in-laws that live down in, well, soon to be in-laws that live down in Virginia, and I have told them multiple times, I was like, as soon as it gets bad enough, I have a property right beside us. We will make the house more livable for them. It's a rental property currently.
Well, me.
I offered, but somebody wanted to stay out
No,
in the
you said if
mountains.
things were different, I had a place.
But the thing about it with Mischief, he has a lot of different places he can go.
Yeah, he definitely does.
He has places all over the place.
I'll tell you
You
what,
just gotta be bold enough
Wisconsin
to.
becoming a bluer swing state is freaking killing me. Like, I freaking am hating the Midwest. Hating it. If it wasn't for family, I wouldn't be here.
He doesn't even go here. But yeah,
He was right for leaving.
yeah. the dealing with the people across the border, I know that there are certain counties that actually want to succeed and come to West Virginia, and I don't blame them. We'll just keep on taking them until we actually have our own port. We'll be like Maryland. We'll just have like an overarching pathway down to the port.
But I don't think that the redistricting is going to take effect this year.
Did it pass?
It did pass, barely passed.
I was about to say that's surprising. We were just down in Virginia last weekend, and the amount of say no, little signs out in front of.
But there's some questions behind Fairfax.
Well, Fairfax
There
is
are
mini DC.
Now, and you can understand, I don't know what platforms we're on, if it's just Rumble or if we're on other ones.
We're on YouTube, but nobody's watching, so we're fine. YouTube's an afterthought for me.
But a lot of people are thinking they did the drop like what happened not too long ago.
Yeah, in Minnesota.
So
was it not Minnesota?
Not even. And it was a national election not too long ago.
I know. I'm
probably about 6 years ago. It was about 6 years ago.
Maricopa.
No,
that's one.
I'm talking. That's
the
one of them, but I'm
cooler with camera equipment.
Yeah. Yes.
So what? Virginia's 10-1 now.
No, it might be 9-2. They might not be able to do the 10. So it might be 9. It's still bullcrap, but
yeah. Kate says I'll take Tazewell, Wythe, Washington, and Bland counties. The rest are questionable. It's fair.
That is very fair.
Kate, you better get in here. I'm going to start spamming invites to you on stream. That's a threat.
Is that a threat or is that a promise?
Both.
That's the question.
It's promising a threat. Yeah, there you go, Maggie.
But
I should have played Country Roads. That would have been a great intro. Pretty sure I'd be struck instantly. I know what I said. Did it on purpose. But yeah, I'm so annoyed with how politics have been lately, especially like within my own state. Like what I said earlier, with the dude pimping out his wife to try to get Trump support. Like I
don't think Trump's going to do it. I honestly don't. I think he's going to stay out of a lot of the Republican ones, unless it's a sitting member of Congress that he likes.
We're going to disappear for a second, but I got to do something real quick. Can I do it from here? I was trying to do it to where I was trying to spam her with like 20 invites, but I don't think we can blame everything on cheating anymore. That's an excuse. It's the lack of Republicans not showing up on election day to vote. That's the problem. The Dems outvote us every time. Well, I think it's half and half. Because
it's a big piece of pie still.
Yeah, if you remember in the last election, there was a lot of dead people voting. And, driving through, I drove through a lot of Virginia to go pick up the goats I went to go pick up. I think I, in total, saw 3 signs the entire time that said vote yes on, was it section 21?
Because did you actually see how it was written now? Have you actually seen how this was actually written?
Well, no, because Virginia is already a hellhole, and I didn't think you could make it much worse, to be honest with you.
Isn't there like Virginia's for gay lovers or something?
No. Give me 1 minute. Give me a minute. Let me go to Twitter. Or X, or whatever the heck you want to call it.
Yeah, Maggie's definitely a mountaineer. Honorary mountaineer. Hold on, let me go grab my cat. He's getting into stuff that he shouldn't be.
He's getting into stuff he shouldn't be. Because I do have because it has 32 gigs of RAM in it now.
But your new
But I want to
GPU?
the GPU, I kept the same one, but the one that I put more memory in this.
There he is.
Is that a waffle meat?
Yes, sir. And
Oh,
Corky's here
yeah.
too.
What's up? Oh, there she is. She just
Waffle.
popped
Oh,
in.
no.
How are y'all doing?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hello.
We're
Merry
talking about the
Merry
birthday,
person
Birthmas.
beside us. Thank
Merry
you.
birthday. Merry birthday.
Yep, turning old 33. Oh, look at that beautiful man right there.
Exciting.
How are you doing today?
You don't
Yeah,
get
I'm
Korsky
34 at
cam
the
because
end of
Korsky don't have a cam.
Let me
Sorry.
see.
Got people asking me about the bucklings I have for sale. Who is buying
Holly,
farm
what do you
animals?
I want that LED
9:30?
curtain.
Oh, I love this thing. You can change it. I'm surprised I haven't been messing with it, to be honest with you. But who
I
does
still got to
farm
set up
business at
Waffle's
9:30 at
stream
night?
background.
The ones that are just getting done milking their cows, probably.
I milked my goats earlier.
Cows
And
are an all-day thing, dude.
thank you, Arcam and Carmen. I actually need to milk them more often for the reposts. I truly appreciate y'all. And Bandit. Bandit didn't even say hello. Wow, he just dipped and dodged.
The birthday boy.
Drive by.
I was watching a podcast earlier when they said an election monitor reported 35,000 ballots on the dot. Exact numbers dumped within a 5-minute window. Interesting. Yeah, we're talking about Virginia being a hellhole right beside me.
Oh, did you hear they
Yeah, it always
overturned
has
the
been.
redistricting?
Did they?
Yeah. I'm figuring the Republicans are going to challenge it. I do not think this is gonna happen this year.
Yeah, they're saying they're going to add 5 seats in Florida to get rid of like 7. What is it? It'd get rid of like a 7-point lead in that way. So hopefully, I mean, if you look at the map of Virginia, it's like 7 counties are controlling the whole state. If this redistricting actually works, which is just ridiculous.
That's how you can tell I trust AC. I didn't even think to ask what he was streaming. I just clicked on it.
But this is because you know me, I'm not going to do something to hurt your YouTube channel. I'm not going to do that's not what I do, but there you go. In Virginia's special election for redistricting, Fairfax County has 35 absentee ballots for yes. This is a massive outlier compared to the other counties, especially 35 on the dot.
Yeah, that's very weird that it's exact.
It's an exact. I'm like, it's
like Gunther's response down below. Nancy Pelosi called them in.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I mean, you never see. I'd like to see the statistics on how likely it is that exactly 35,000 ballots showed up.
Hey,
Absentee.
You got any
I doubt they
actuaries?
even. I doubt they even issued 35,000.
I got Gronk here. I got Gronk.
5
I
days of
got
dodgeball.
Super Gronk. What do you think? Should we ask Gronk what's the likelihood
Go for
of
it.
getting exact?
Show us the money.
Show us.
See what it says. Korsky, don't let me forget. I got a horse
Making
story
this full
for you.
screen, I gotta see it big.
You got a horse story for me?
Yep. Are you two both still streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just finished up with some
happened to
Rainbow
look
Six.
over on the side tag. Or side tag? The side tab. And saw that you both were still streaming.
So,
AC,
power
did
holes.
it pop up anything yet? Like he's still typing it. So while he's doing that, so Corksky, I had to catch my wild Mustang yesterday.
Mhm.
That was a fun experience.
Oh yeah, how long did it take?
Through trial and error, we tried plan A, which was trying to get him the friendly way and entice him in with treats. And then because he has a halter on, he just doesn't have a lead.
Mhm.
So if I can grab the bottom part of the halter, his demeanor completely changes. But he did not take option A, so option B was me trying to lasso him. And I got stepped on. I got
Ooh.
juked out of my shoes. So I now
Please tell me
refer
you
to
didn't
him
have
as-
steel toes on.
No.
Okay, good.
So I now refer to him as Barry Sanders. I've never seen a horse juke like that. That completely threw me off guard. But I finally lassoed him. And then once I lassoed him, he was letting me get close. And then my other horse freaked him out. And he decided to take me for a ride and kicked me in the shin.
Oh,
But finally got him to trust me and put the lead on him completely fine. You can walk him around. Like I can walk him with the lead over my shoulder and with no tension, he will follow me. Makes no sense.
All right. 0.01 or 0.02 or 0.2% between roughly 1 in 500 to 1 in 10,000 is the likelihood of this happening.
Yeah, doubt that very much. And I see it saying that it's not automatic proof of fraud, but 1 in 10,000 of getting an exact number on something that's this important just from mail-in ballots, I don't buy it.
And I didn't even put it in the mail in. I didn't even put mail in. I just asked for votes for
Right.
just in the election. I didn't even put the mail in.
Now ask that. Just be like, what about if it was only mail-in ballots reaching exactly 35,000?
Yeah. And thank you, Sheena. I appreciate that, my friend. But
And here's a crazy thought. In Georgia, they basically came out and said no contest to having uncertified votes for tens of thousands of them. And they were just like, what are you going to do? Arrest us? The answer's no.
should be, but
Meanwhile, Letitia James is just getting away with whatever she wants.
she's I'm just going to refrain. I don't have a nice word. It's so hard to actually see that. Hold on. I'm trying to read it in the small window. I see.
Multiples of 1,000. So it's even less. It's even less than what? So it's 1 in 1,000. But yeah, 35,000 when every other county was a lot closer than that in the mail-in ballots.
There needs to be a recall.
Agreed.
They need to recount this.
I definitely agree.
Because, I mean, we just saw James O'Keefe went to California and saw that there were people paying the homeless to just be like, 123 Pinocchio Street, put down whatever you want. And they find out that they also found out that a lot of these ballots or a lot of these petitions, the thing that's kind of crazy about it is they'll get like 10 or 15 signatures. Then they'll have the staff fill out like 35 more forged signatures. So 10 more people are filling it out. And they'll just AI generate faking more and more of these signatures. So then they can be like, we had 60,000 people sign a petition. No, you had like 40 people sign a petition and something else randomly generate with like maybe 20, 25 people's handwriting, all the rest of the signatures. So
Yeah, I'm so
What are you
sick and
gonna do?
tired of it. I hate being connected to them. I'm like literally right on the other side of the border. I'm with Maggie.
Yeah.
Wish there were consequences. That's how you make things actually
But the
function
thing,
the way they're supposed to.
but the thing about it, Trump's trying to make consequences for all these people. We need to put people in office that will actually do their darn jobs. I'm gonna be very nice with how I say that, because the Florida judge threw out the John Brennan stuff. So
Yeah.
there's nothing. We need people to be we need the judges to actually. But
Like
yeah.
the problem is like you've got a lot of saber rattling and not enough politicians getting turned into birds, tar and feather. Like I'm all
I
about
wish.
bringing back public
Why is it
humiliation.
doing that?
I think public humiliation is the next step, because the thing is, though, if you were to take some Democrat who has basically completely and flagrantly flaunted every rule, law, bent every rule, broken every law that they can get their hands on, if that happened and somebody were to tar and feather them, they would bring down martial law without any sort of like jurisdiction to even do so. They
Yeah.
without the authority to do so, they would come down like a ton of bricks on the entire city, the state, whatever. The issue is we can't get Republicans to fire corrupt judges when we know, dude. What's his name? Who's that guy that killed Irina Zarutska?
Oh, I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
He just got let out.
Yep.
He just got
No
let out.
consequence.
They're not
What's
charging
up,
him with
Maggie?
anything.
Great to see you, my friend. Great to see you as well, Soda and Cock and Gator. Black dude. Yeah. Nailed it. See,
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, that
Don't
narrowed
say
it
that
down
word.
to about.
Oh, I thought you were about to say some other N word. I was like, don't say that word.
No. That's for traffic.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm
I've
kidding.
heard you on Country Stream with traffic. So
Oh, dude.
thank you, C fam. I appreciate you. Dude, it's been nuts. I'm so tired of dealing. Thank you, Megs. I appreciate you, my friend. I've been so tired of dealing with because like I said, I'm right on the border with Virginia. And the reason that I didn't even pay attention, but when he said that it passed, I was like, there's no way. Like driving down through Virginia, I drove to like the middle of Virginia last weekend. The amount of say no signs that we passed, it was like every house. I think we saw 3 say yes.
Yeah.
And they were on corporate properties.
Of course,
And I was like, interesting.
But Rez, did you actually see how they worded it? Did you actually look at the way it was actually put on there? It said, "Do you want fair elections?"
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it does
That's
not
so
say
dirty.
nothing. It does not say anything about redistricting. They say, "Do you want fair elections?"
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm responding
That makes it so
to
mad.
a farm thing at the moment.
You shouldn't have showed me how to make emotes on Rumble. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Dude, it's too much fun.
I'm making a Biden falling on the bike one right now.
Sorry, I just registered what you said. Trying to do too many things at once. Soda found one of my favorite. Pat White giving the yes. Aside from the Mothman stickers, but you have to be a subscriber to get the Mothman stickers. So you guys, how has Siege been going? I was watching the frustration last night.
Oh, it was bad last night, but I'm teaching Korski how to play now. She's having a
I'm very slowly
time.
learning the ropes.
Um,
I'm not good by any means.
I have both C and G. I do have sheep too. We have baby sheeps.
This might be the
I
gift.
want livestock so bad.
What gift? Oh,
Right there.
there we go.
So I got it right here. I got it in as unshared it probably. I got it right here as a GIF. So
But
What are
got
we
that
gonna
for
do
me.
with you, Mischief? What the heck are we going to do with you, young man?
no idea.
Celebrate my tackiness.
Enjoy. And Soda is down in general voice.
Let's see, Gloucester. I can never say that word. King and Queen, King William and Williamsburg are pretty red counties. It's the northern half of VA. Yeah.
I think if it's anything like how it's how it's pronounced in the county I was born in New Jersey, it's Gloucester.
Yeah, it is. But I see it and I think of like the word Worcestershire. You know what word I'm trying to say?
Well, wash your sister sauce.
It was the best of shires. It was the worst of shires.
Yeah.
It was the worst of shires.
But that's actually where my in-laws live. They live down in that area. So they're the closer you get to DC, the more blue it gets. Yeah.
Well, Biden's the one, or not Biden, Obama's going to turn DC into the crap fest that it is. Like, it wasn't like that until Obama.
Mm-hmm.
But what
Because
do
they all
you expect?
live in VA. Yeah. I was about to say, when I was first out of college, I got a job offer in Alexandria, and I saw how close it was to DC. I was like, I am going to hate it there. So I was like, I'm good. But and then I also had one in there's another one in Upper Virginia that offered me a job, and I was just like, no thanks. Like I don't like being near big cities. I worked in Norfolk for half a year, and I was like, I hate it here. I'm out.
Yeah, I've tossed around the idea of going to like West Virginia, but
you come live near me.
I don't know, man. I'm frankly, I'm really liking Tennessee.
Oh, what's up, Free?
Like,
Thank you for the raid, my friend. I don't have any sound to the raid yet. I forgot again. I say that every week and always forget. But yeah, dude, Tennessee would probably be the next place that I would live if I were to choose somewhere else. Definitely wouldn't live anywhere. I wouldn't live in Maryland. I wouldn't live in Virginia. Pennsylvania is questionable.
My heart
I don't
back
think
to Idaho or Montana.
I don't think I could do
Montana
Pennsylvania
would be good. Whoever said that.
It is me, because I want Idaho or Montana. So North Idaho or West Montana. That's still where I got my sights. I want to get back there eventually. I love it.
I want to say that Rez, I'm not going to say who it is, but someone just asked me to pray for him. Someone we all know. And I'm not going to say his name because I didn't even ask him. He just asked me to pray for him. So everyone, please say a prayer for my friend because of things going on in life. Because I know most of us are Christians.
I think everyone on the call is
Absolutely
falls under that category.
Yeah, Korski actually, speaking of, just got baptized, confirmation, and first communion the other day.
Congratulations, my friend. That's
Congratulations.
awesome. I love that.
Thank you.
Love to hear it.
Love it.
And Free, before I forget, said happy birthday. I wanted to say thank you, man. Love you too. Yeah, I'm getting old. Freeze turned on his face cam. I feel old now.
Free's doing a heck of a job. Free's doing a good job.
Yeah, he is. He's
now we just I'm
What's up,
going to
Free
say
Castle?
this: we just have to help one more person.
I was about to say,
Over
I'm
that
pointing to
way.
him.
His
Over
hands went
that
away. Oh
way.
my goodness.
What's up, Elijah? Great to see you, my friend. So what have you guys? I know Korski's been playing a lot of. I always mess up the name. Legends of Kilmori.
Yeah, I was playing that for a while.
Nailed it.
I haven't played it in a few. I haven't played it in a couple weeks now. I got it's early access, so I got everything done in the game except for 3-starring all of the locations.
Yeah, Lauren, I think I told you about it. Lauren lost all of her horses. Well, she didn't lose them; they just disappeared.
Yeah,
so
that's one of the bugs in the early access. She essentially has to start over.
You guys,
which
thank you so much.
sucks.
So first of all, thank you, Freecast, for the happy birthday and welcome in, Jersey Talks. Great to see you, my friend. Free
Hello
for
there.
$5 says, love you even more. Birthday present. Keep up the great work. I appreciate you. And then followed that up with Free Castle gifting 5 subs. And then, goodness gracious. And then C&G dropping another 5. Thank you guys so much. I wish I had the whoa, BR6 more just gifted 10 subs. Thank you. And then Mischief gifted 5 subs. So everyone in here should be able to spam Mothman emotes now. Ton of fun. I got a ton of kooky ones. But yeah.
I love the rubber ducks.
The rubber ducks.
Set, and I was just like, this is it. This is what I'm going for. Wait till you see there it is.
That's
the
awesome.
Jurassic Park train going
Hello
across.
You should make the sound for that be
$5.
the recorder version of the do 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 do. But the recorder one.
Yeah.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. But yeah, for those of you that know me, like outside of streaming, you know I have a Jeep, obviously. So rubber duckies are a thing for me. Apparently, it's a cult that you join, and it's been too much fun. But it's actually been a cool thing.
If I ever get a Jeep, I'm definitely gonna do the rubber ducky thing. I love them.
But yeah, what was I going to say? I got distracted. I'm still just blown away that y'all just like gifted, what was that, 25 subs? It's amazing. So if anyone
We
in
like
here
you
has
for
been
some
gifted,
reason.
yeah, I don't know why you do. But so I have like the armor of God printed on the side of my truck where it would say like Mojave or
Ephesians 6.
Yeah, well, it just says like armor of God, but the actual scripture, like the actual entire describing the armor of God, is on the back of my like window. But dude, when people come up to me, they'd like to give me a duck or something. Like they'll be like, "Hey, I came up to give you a duck just because you had a Jeep." And I've had multiple people sit there and talk to me about Jesus and like ask questions because I have it on my truck. That's awesome.
Hello there.
Yeah.
I don't got a
Yosemite.
Jeep, but I got a Yosemite duck. It was a souvenir from Tenaya in Yosemite. It's a very nice hotel.
But yeah, dude, there was one time I was at Lowe's and I had a lady like run up to my truck and like almost in tears, and she just was asking to talk to me about Jesus and wanted me to pray over her. I was just like, I was blown away. I didn't know what to say aside from like, obviously talking about Christ. I was just kind of blown away that somebody would just run up to something like that. And thank you, Wishnick. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of you. I did want to get funny rubber ducks. Okay, I was wondering who VR6 more was. Thank you, Jersey. but I had to gift it from there because Rumble nerfed the ability to gift from Jersey Talks account. Which is weird because now I've gotten the ability to gift as Resbot. So I don't know how I got the ability to do that because even if I gifted from Resbot, it would show up as ResTruthPod, my main account.
Yeah.
I noticed that the other day.
Does that have to do with the URL being reserved or anything like that? Maybe instead of being C with the numbers.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a question for Rumble. I don't know how things work behind it.
Hello there.
But dude, the duck thing's awesome. Like I went to go get feed the other day and somebody followed me in to where we go to get feed. And instead of going to like get ahead of me in line, they like ran back to my Jeep to come talk to me about the Jeep and give me a duck. Which is awesome because it always opens up a free opportunity to, you know, witness to somebody if they haven't heard the word.
Yeah.
So, we were talking about horses before you all got on a gifting spree and got sidetracked with rubber duckies. But yeah, that's why I have rubber duckies. Long story short. I guess I could have just said I have a Jeep. But yeah, Lauren's been
I don't
obsessed
have a
with that
Jeep,
game.
so feel free to leave Lego figurines in my car because Lego figurines are awesome.
I'll definitely take Lego figures anytime.
Gorksy keeps putting animal skulls in her car.
Yeah, I've got a coyote skull, and then I've got a husky plushie that's been in there for so long that he's turned from gray and white to purple and white. And then
Yeah.
every time I find like a stray bird feather on the ground, I stick it behind the husky ears.
Heck yeah.
I thought you were about to say you have
And then
a
I just
Corksky skull. I was just like, well, that's morbid.
no, the Corksky's my dog. He's still alive for right now.
That was ominous. Why would you say it that way?
Well, they all pass eventually.
Nah, dogs live forever.
She's real bad about that. Like, she keeps telling me,
Waffle
she'll
won't
just
let me get him freeze dried.
No, we are not having a freeze dried dog in the house.
Get it
She's-
Why
stuffed like in
not?
Scrubs.
She says that stuff to me all the time. She'll straight up just look over at me and be like, you know, I'm going to die one day. I'm like, can you not talk like that? That'd be great. Thanks.
I'm just preparing you, babe. My life expectancy is like 72 years.
I diminish mine every day. I do so much stupid stuff. Like there was a moment when I was getting pulled behind because I was pretty far up on the lasso. When he took off running, there was a moment where I legitimately thought about just jumping on his back because I was on his like hindquarters. I was like, if I jump right now, I could probably pull myself on. Lauren goes, I saw the decision being made. She goes, you better be glad that you chose the right one. I was like, yeah, I definitely chose the right one by not trying to jump on. But the thought was there. I was that close. Because he's never even had a saddle on his back, let alone
A
somebody.
person.
Yeah. So it would have been a wild ride.
Yeah, he probably would have started bucking pretty fast.
Oh, Carmen, I've actually got an entire bag full of the mini Jesus figures that I accidentally started a game of hiding mini Jesus around our office. But I actually put them on people's cars too.
I've got one in the bottom of my fish tank.
Do you really?
Yeah, the
There are
fish push
still-
it around all the time.
If Lauren either can hear me in the other room or she's watching right now, there are still 2 around our house that she has not found yet. And it's been like half a year. What's up, Cindy D? Great to see you, my friend. But yeah. So we were originally talking, you were playing Legends of Kilmori. What else aside from Siege have you guys been doing or plan on doing?
I just got
Helldivers,
in-
Jump Space.
Helldivers and Jump Space are a lot of fun, but I drank the Kool-Aid on Marathon.
Mm-hmm. Is it worth it?
Yeah, I was smack talking that game like crazy. And I sat down with This is the Ray and Jorba, and
Hello
they
there.
both convinced me. They were like, dude, okay, here's some mechanics of the game that if you understand them, you're probably going to like this game a little better. And they were like, all right, now go watch some lore videos. And as I watched the lore, it's like, do you remember the first time you played Halo and you're like, this is great. What do you mean there's books? And then you looked into it and you're like, this might be some of the most creative sci-fi I've ever seen. And so like the Bungie did a good job of kind of capturing how
Hello there.
there's like depth to everything that you just don't really see. I don't know. I had a thread on Twitter about it that was kind of talking about how it's really strange that like some of the stuff that's going on with this sci-fi is like, you know how Dune and Warhammer, they're kind of somewhat similar to each other, but nothing else is like those two. Star Wars is kind of its own unique thing. Marathon is doing something that I think people are going to look back in 10 years and be like, if you know, you know. Is it the best game in the world? No, not by, it's probably not even in my top 50, but it got a lot of undeserved hate, especially from me. So Marathon's kind of been the deal. Let me see what else. Battlefield's got an update coming out, so I'll probably be on that soon.
Well,
got back into
playing
Dark
Call of
Tide.
the Wild with me.
Nope, too slow.
Fine, I don't like any of his Warhammer games.
Yeah,
You like Space Marine?
I was sitting in.
I don't like Space Marine. I just tolerated it for you.
Fair.
Oh, I was trying to figure out who turned off their camera. It took me a second. But
yeah, 1 second, family just stopped in, so I'll be right back.
All right, you're good, Mischief. That Space Marine stream you did, what was that, last week? Yeah, just play Donald Duck going quackers is what Clef says. But dude,
that was
Warhammer
Dark
lore.
Tide last week.
Oh, was it Dark Tide?
Yeah.
I've been watching like lore videos. It's actually something I've been using to fall asleep to. No offense to Warhammer, but just the storytelling's so good. You kind of like start dreaming halfway through. But dude, it gets so deep. I was like, and then
it gets dark too. It's probably some of the darkest sci-fi I've ever heard of.
Oh yeah. Like I watched one, it was a video on what it's like to be a I just forgot the name of it. The big dudes, they're like giant, massive, like
dreadnoughts.
Armors, dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
About how
they basically take like a
mortally
wounded. They'll take a mortally wounded Space Marine, and basically that giant sarcophagus is both its that Space Marine's like final. It's like a sarcophagus and life support, but it's also the size of a tank.
Yeah.
And it can keep fighting until his last day. Some of those dreadnoughts last forever. Like there's a dreadnought for the Ultramarines, I think, that's like 15,000 years old.
That's nuts.
There's some really, really dark stuff in Warhammer. I don't want to say what it is, but there's how do I put this? I don't even want to describe it. It's bad. Okay, here's some crazy lore. In Dark Tide, the guys that are in like the healing closets or whatever, and the floating skulls and everything. Let me kill that music real quick. The servos, or like servitor drones. Sometimes, because everything is like this really hardcore, like theocratic tyranny of sorts. One thing that's kind of crazy about that is if somebody commits a crime, something so bad that a death penalty wouldn't justify or really wouldn't remedy what horrible thing they've done, the Adeptus Mechanicus will literally lobotomize somebody, just cover what's left of them in technology, and they will be basically like a cyborg slave for eons.
Ridiculous.
So like one of the, if you're playing Darktide, there's actually a part where you'll walk up to the med station and there's just a guy with medical instruments for arms. And if you use the last of it, the doors will shut and he'll be like, please help me. It's dark in here. Can someone get me out of this? And it's like, so that guy has probably sat in that for centuries for some crime he committed. Who knows how long ago. AI almost destroyed the entire planet. So, or destroyed the human race.
There was one that I was listening to. It was from the perspective of an engineer working on a ship, and the ship he realized that the ship is like literally consuming people. Have you heard that one?
I don't think I have actually.
I'm trying to remember what the name of it was, but essentially he gets spared because he realizes, like, he gives in to the torment and misery. He's like, just take me, I don't care. And then the ship's like, nope, that's not what I want. He goes, I want the fear. But yeah, long story short, the lore behind all, like, I didn't realize, like, when people were talking, you see the people making jokes about how thick a codex is when you're bringing an army to play Warhammer. It's just like, it can't be that bad. And then I started listening to these stories, which I don't even know how I got onto them, to be honest with you. But I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because, I mean, these are like hour and a half, 2 hour long explanations about a certain thing, like what it's like to be a soldier and like some death brigade.
Yeah, there's some pretty wild stuff. Like even like the little details are interesting in Warhammer, because some of these guys you'll be like, oh, the Astra Militarum, they're not that interesting, and then you hear some of the stuff from like the Death Corps of Krieg. Some of the guys will literally just start talking about something. Okay, here's what makes the Astra Militarum interesting, and they are cannon fodder. But the thing that's kind of crazy about them is you'll hear like war stories from some of these guys, and they're like, our job is harder than the Space Marines. And they're like, what do you mean? They fight things that you wouldn't stand a chance against. And he was like, yeah, and they've been bred and enhanced through technology and training to not have fear, to not have to literally embrace their own death if they have to. And he was like, we Astra Militarum don't get that. We will basically run into battle with boot camp training.
Really?
As opposed to, yeah, like the Astra Militarum have some really interesting deals about them. The Death Corps of Krieg is really interesting. If I had to tell you some of the coolest things to look into with Warhammer, I'd have to say the Grey Knights are really cool.
I've listened to one on the Grey Knights.
Oh, dude, like I'd have to say, if I had to choose, Grey Knights are definitely up there. If you haven't watched it, check out
background. It's now a cake.
I love it.
I have way too much fun playing with that.
How much did you pay for that thing?
We got it on sale. I think it was like $80.
That's not bad at all.
Not so bad, but not for that price.
Which, I mean, you can get like multiples and string them together, but just they go on, which they might be on more of a sale now because we got them on clearance and they're still on clearance. So I assume that they're cheaper now. I think they were 80. Hold on.
If I had to recommend something to you, lore wise for Warhammer, It's a tough sell because all of it's interesting. Watch the Astartes short film on YouTube. That's gonna be sweet. Teamster with the raid. Welcome in, guys.
Did I miss a raid? Oh, you're talking about your side. I was just like,
yeah.
what?
Teamster raided me over here.
Hello there.
They're $99 right now. Although I see it on
Yeah,
eBay
no.
for 50 or
I
66.
I bought Waffle 2 little LED rainbow lamps off of Temu for like $7.
Yeah, it's fair.
I cannot emphasize how much of a cheap ass I am when it comes to decorations.
I was about to say anywhere else I am, but Lauren went all out. Like she painted my entire office. These are soundproof or sound panels, like sound dampeners. And the only thing I contributed is the light that's in front of my, just pointing to my camera, the front of my face.
He's got a ring light on the camera.
I will
Well, it's not
say
a ring
that
light, it's,
I
the ones
did
that are
I did
supposed to be
buy
behind the
Waffle
monitor.
some swords, so I
Oh,
will
yeah,
be
she
hanging
totally
some
did.
swords in Waffle's background.
Because
One of them.
like with me, because
it's
of me
that
having
nice.
a couple of days, a few days off, I'm still using the headset, the wireless headset for for this, but the mic is gone. I actually got a new mic.
Ooh.
Well, that
Yeah, this one,
I got a,
I don't know if that
I got a
came through.
Samsung mic.
Oh, nice.
Actually, have a
This one
Samsung.
has it says in hoc signo vinces on it, which is Latin for in this sign conquer, which was the
Oh my gosh, that's drum.
according to some apocryphal texts, Emperor Constantine received a vision from Christ about a basically that gave him the Cairo symbol. So the Roman Empire symbol became the initials of Christ, and they won a war thwarting off people who were showing up to kill Christians.
Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
By
the
way.
Cairo is probably one of my like favorite like Christogram symbols, and in hoc signo vinces was what he would paint on his bannerman shields.
Before we're going to pray here in a second, but my favorite defense tool I have in my office is, I'm trying to show barely a little bit of it. Because I am technically on YouTube.
Actually looks a lot like mine.
Well, then I will not show what is on my desk right now, but it is holstered into an American flag holster.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
But
Eclipse Kydex is really good.
I was about to say, Waffle, since you're one of the esteemed guests, would you like to pray for us? We have somebody asking for prayer for their son Brian. It's Seether. He's scheduled for eye surgery on Tuesday. Would you mind leading us in
Certainly.
prayer?
Let me go to your stream and make sure I've got.
And we're about to get
You
ready
could
to
throw
the
my
whiskey capitalist.
my sister-in-law Lily in there too, who just lost her brother who was only 18 in a car wreck.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Before we get into that, thank you, Ian and Channel 2, or Sean. I can't remember which is on Wednesdays. I think it's Sean. Thank you all for rating the stream. Speaking of which, if you haven't voted on the potties, it's linked up in the pin message, and I'm nominated for 2 categories: the best variety streamer and best IRL streamer. Definitely go give them a follow if you haven't. It's a funny show, kind of political, mostly funny, bunch of goobers all sitting around. But
Yeah, they're great.
Waffle, if you would please lead us in prayer.
Certainly. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we come before you with petitions for the health and the swift recovery of Brian, for the family member that was recently lost, and for all the intentions of everyone in this chat, in this call. We simply ask that through prayer, you be with us in your holy presence, that we may come to know, love, and serve you, to know, love, and serve our neighbors, for those that need us in our midst, the poor, the sick, and to fully live out the beatific vision that you've called us to live out in the Gospels. And Lord, we simply ask for a just end to all conflicts around the world, that a just peace may reign. We make this prayer in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen, brother. Thank you for leading the prayer there.
Thank you, sir.
That was driving me nuts. I need to screw that side in. For some reason, it keeps on slipping down. I guess it's too hot in my studio. Because in the winter it was sticking up perfectly fine. But apparently now that it's hot, it's like I don't want to stick anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Do you at least have air conditioning?
Not in this room. No, I am in a glorified closet.
We haven't had air conditioning since the first
Period.
Yeah,
and Waffle's been driving my car, which doesn't have any air conditioning right now either. But it's $2,000 to fix it.
Kate finally showed up an hour later. How you doing?
Yeah, we've
Kate?
got
Don't scare her away right away, dude.
I think we've got, what's it called? What was that? Oh, Tennessee weather. If you look up the definition of bipolar, it just says Tennessee weather in Webster's dictionary. We've had everything from 85 degrees with record UV to 35 degrees in the middle of the night. So when it's super hot outside, we will crack the window open, or all the windows in the house, and then wake up seeing our breath. And we're like, dude, you just can't pick a lane. No wonder Corksy got sick.
It's been the same here. We went from 85 degrees to I think the low was 23.
No, thank you.
I was about to say, were we supposed to hear that, or was that just a Corksy?
No, I muted to say thanks to Teamster for the raid earlier.
Oh, I got you. But yeah, Kate finally showed up. How you doing, Kate?
I'm doing good. I had to. You kept nagging me.
Hey, I stopped eventually. But
I just wanted to pop on real quick and wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you, my friend. I truly appreciate that. You guys have been
No
an
problem.
absolute blessing, all of you.
Well, you're a blessing to all of us, so there is a And I will say this now. Waffle Meat.
Yes, sir.
Kate, Rez, Mischief. The thing is on for Sunday. We're not going to talk about a certain chapter in the Bible. You guys are all welcome to join me, because I want to see if people realize, are we in Ezekiel 38?
Oh, yeah, I remember you asking me about that.
That will be Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern. If you guys can make it, please do so.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to make it. No, PM.
Okay, good. I was like, that's church time.
I would not do that. I would not do 8 a.m. I would not do that. I'm mean, but I'm not that mean.
But what I had a thought and it just went away. Dang it.
It's part of getting older.
Oh,
I have a fun toy to break out.
I was about to say, Waffle, I got Flash Tech coming on the 6th, the first Wednesday of May. Then we can get set up for having both of you on. Ooh. Hold on. No.
If we had 3 more people in this chat, we could play Hollywood Squares.
What you got over there, Waffle?
What's that?
It was a gift from Corksky's father to us for the wedding. So Dr. Scott Hahn and another theologian whose name escapes me put together a John S. Bergsma, Mike Aquilina, Scott Hahn, Curtis Mitch, all these guys contributed to going back to some original manuscripts and finding cross-references in the Bible. This is the Ignatius Catholic Study Bible, New and Old Testament. I've got a big head, bro. This thing is thick. And I'm telling you, half the page on here is just cliff notes talking about where cross-references take place. So, all right, here's a good one. You know how sometimes you'll just flip open a Bible and go right to a random verse?
I do that all the time, actually.
1 Kings 18, verse 20, starts with Elijah triumphs over the prophets of Baal.
That's one of my favorite
love that
stories.
So your God is
So
asleep?
where?
Maybe he doesn't hear you.
Maybe
I know, he's probably relieving himself. Yeah. Let's see. Where is Ezekiel in here?
Also, wish Nick says, "Nah, my state has you beat. Our weather was way worse. It hailed, snowed, rained, with several days in the 70s, and then dropped to 29 all in the same week. Our state is schizophrenic."
Chronicles.
Sounds like the
Ezekiel's
first
towards
hour
me.
of a Wisconsin day.
Well, supposedly we're getting something called like a super El Nino year, which is, I mean, the weather all year long is going to be just bananas.
All I can
Did
think
that
of
get
is
you?
Chris Farley.
I know, that's what I was
All I
going
can
for.
For those of you who don't speak habla español, that's Spanish for the Nino.
But I was about to say, why you read that? Because you're actually going to read Ezekiel, aren't you?
So he's saying Ezekiel 38, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I
Okay.
will be right back, but listening.
Sure. All right. Just as a little sneak peek as to what's going on Sunday, do you want me to read the whole chapter?
You don't have to do the whole chapter.
Okay.
I will let you, because the question that will be after, are we in Ezekiel 38? Then I'm going to ask a question on a specific actual verse of that. But go ahead.
So Gog and Magog. So some of the cliff notes in here are saying things like, the word of the Lord came to me, begins a long oracle against a certain ruler known as Gog that extends until the end of the chapter. We would expect a date formula to introduce such a distinct unit, but there is none. Gog is probably a ruler known to the ancient Greeks as Gyges, the king of Lydia, a powerful state in Central Asia Minor. Gyges ruled around the mid-600s in the lifetime of Ezekiel. Gyges' great-grandson, Aliades, is ruling the kingdom. Ezekiel may be treating Gog as a dynastic name, like that of a dynasty, just as he calls the future Davidic monarch simply David. So he calls the rulers of Gog slash Gyges kingdom simply Gog. Land of Magog, probably Hebrew adaptation of a Babylonian phrase meaning land of Gog. Meshech and Tubal, states near Lydia in the Western Asia Minor. Chapter 38, verse 5, talks about Cush, which is Nubia. Gomer, a wild tribe that lived north of the Black Sea, possibly the Crimean Peninsula. known to the Greeks as the Cimmerians, or Cimmerians with a C, not Cimmerians like, yeah, not the, yeah. Anyway, Beth Togarmath. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sheba and Dedan, Arabian Kingdom. See notes on 2720 and 2722. Tarshish, probably a Phoenician port in Spain. And then that's pretty much all of the cliff notes here on Ezekiel 38. So it sounds like, according to this, it sounds more like there was a dynasty of sorts that existed
No,
in Ezekiel's day.
but in Ezekiel 38, it references, and I'm surprised your Bible doesn't have this. It is referencing something else. This is in the end days.
Okay,
Ezekiel
let's
38
see here.
is.
So all I did was read the cliff notes that are just pointing out certain names of places. Let me just briefly read through it. You guys go ahead, and I'll catch up.
But why I'm actually doing this,
Hello there,
is there's a part of that in that Bible. Around, I think it's around verse 13. It says that this is the battle that everyone will be against Israel.
Sheba and Dedan and the merchants of Tarshish and all its villages will say to you, have you come to seize the spoil? Have you assembled your hosts to carry off plunder, to carry away silver and gold, and take away cattle and goods, to seize great spoil? Therefore, the Son of Man, prophesy and say to Gog, thus says the Lord God, on that day when my people Israel are dwelling securely, you will bestir yourself and come from a place out of the uttermost parts of the north, you and many peoples, with you, all of them riding on horses, a great host, a mighty army. You will come up against my people Israel like a cloud covering the land. In the latter days, I will bring you against my land, that nations may know me. When through you, O Gog, I vindicate my holiness before their eyes. So everything up to this point is in the present tense, that Ezekiel is basically referencing a nation that exists, and the cliff notes are saying where those nations likely were. Because right after Ezekiel, you get Jeremiah. Am I remembering correctly? And Jeremiah, you then get Lamentations. So there was somebody who came up against Israel and did horrible things so bad that the women were eating their own children. Yeah. So I would say that the fulfillment of Ezekiel 38 likely happened with the next prophet.
By the way, I just wanted to point out that apparently my mic, even with the filter on, will still pick up me pouring a drink from the other room.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't you going to the restroom.
Nope. I'd fully admit if it was me going to the restroom, that would have been hilarious.
But it said,
Sean?
The thing with that verse, it says in the end days.
On that one, it said, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Well, I mean, technically, we started the end days after the fulfillment of Christ.
Yeah, his resurrection puts us in the last days.
Daniel is after Ezekiel, says CFAM. Thank you, CFAM. What's up, Whiskey Cap?
Yeah, Daniel. I wasn't saying that Jeremiah is immediately after, but let me see. Ezekiel.
God bless you as well. Thank
38.
you, Joey. Everybody's coming in now. Appreciate you all. Cat is being annoying. Meant to bring up Ezekiel. Hold on.
Yeah, I just did a Control F on the entire chapter, and it doesn't say end days anywhere. but I am using the new revised standard version, second Catholic edition. So I will pull. What version of the Bible would you like me to look up?
Go to the King James.
King James version.
And the future will invade the land that recover from horror. Who's
Oh, thank you, Sean. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah,
my
there's
friend.
even in the King James version, the only place "end" shows up on the page is verse 9. Thou shalt ascend. So it's only showing a portion of one word. So
Yeah.
What
there's
about last days, babe?
last nothing.
Thank you, Hernandez, for
Final
the 20 as well.
nothing.
God bless you both. You don't have to thank me for my friendship. That's part of being a friend. And
It does say something is going to happen in the future.
either of you are more
But it
welcome to
doesn't
come up
say.
and join us if you'd like. We don't have a particular topic. We're just spitballing. Just trying to find a good word for that. I mean, are we all in agreement that it is the end days after the fulfillment
yeah.
of Christ and the resurrection?
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. The next major thing, and this is where a lot of people get this wrong, is like everyone wants to think that everything that's in Revelation is a future prophecy, but we can clearly see that like verses 11 or chapters 11 and 12 kind of bleed together. That talk about like Mary giving birth to Christ, fleeing to the wilderness, which clearly already happened. There's a talk of the dragon trying to eat the child, and we can compare that to basically like the devil influencing Herod. And I'm seeing what I'm seeing in here is even in the King James version, the Catholic version, there's no mention of it being like an end time prophecy. And the cliff notes that I just pulled up, and again, I know I'm making an appeal to an authority that some might not recognize, but it looks like they're talking about a set of nations that exist close to each other, that do eventually wage war on Israel. So that's probably already completed.
What it actually is the reason I wanted to do it is the 10 nations that come out, the 10 rulers that were in the past. Rome, it's all a part of that. It's in Asia. It's all over the part of it is Persia, which is Iran, is why I wanted to actually talk about it.
Well, we see that I imagine you're referring to Revelation of the beast of 10 heads, and
yes.
So in that, a lot of those nations have already fallen. Like the Roman Empire collapsed. Talking about like the number of the beast and the number of his name and everything. Nero's name in Latin and in Greek translates to 666 or 616, depending on which language you look at it at. So the ones that like did wage war against, let's say, the synagogues and the churches and everything, they did end up kind of fulfilling that portion. So I don't think it's one beast in particular with 10 heads. I think that it's throughout time, you're likely going to see many nations come against the church that Christ established, and both visible and invisible, that institution being attacked from many sides. And the spirit that kind of like drives that forward is likely going to have something to do, and I'm spitballing here, but
and it goes to in Revelations 20. It is actually what I was taught, and I could be wrong about this. This is why I love being able to talk about this.
Oh, we got a while.
It references Revelation 20.
Hello there.
Hello.
What's up, Free?
Hello.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, I can't stay, but I did want to pop in really quick, and I did want to say happy birthday to my best buddy, one of my really good friends that I've been, hanging out with for, the last few years now. And it's just been truly a blessing to get to know you, Rez, and just all the great men in here. So happy birthday. And you
Thank
said
you,
it's
man. I
the 24th.
appreciate it. Yeah, it's my actual birthday is the 24th.
Sweet. I'll write it down. I'll write it in.
So while we have a quick break, I did want to. There was a couple rants while we were going on. Sean Capp said birthday stream. Hernandez said happy birthday. God bless you and thank you for your friendship. Brookie Cookie Dough, which is one of my favorite names to say on Rumble, says happy birthday, Rez. God bless you and your streams. God is moving in powerful ways, using you to open people's hearts to Jesus. That pretty much all these people on this panel are good for that. And then Sean corrected me by saying Rumble rants because I think I said donations earlier. And Toolman Tim stopping by with the 20 says, cheers and happy birthday, man. Man, sorry. I appreciate you, my friend.
Man, it's all of our birthday.
Yep. Well,
that are Rez's multiple
that
people.
one, and well, I am multiple people because I'm Rezbot too. But Hernandez said much love. Hopefully one day we can spend some time IRL. Stay humble, keep blessing others, and do not change even if the world around you changes. I couldn't agree more. And I'm sure I will be itching to go out to Colorado sometime to go snowboarding. So I'll just hit you up when I go out there. I'll get out from under trying to get the farm back up and running. But sorry, Free turning on and off his camera threw me off for a second because I have two different views and it's delayed. I was like, what is happening?
Hey, I heard it's the new flashy emotes. It's the new. I just turn off the.
Yeah, it is very
It's your
distracting,
attention.
especially when one screen is behind the other.
Wow. That's why I got the setup that I have. I see all. All right, Free. Do we need to put him in timeout? He's only 18.
Yeah. But
say if it's not that, it's flashy. I think in the chat usually.
Oh, thank you, Brookie Cookie Dough. Thank you. Or she says, "Oh, thank you, Rez. Birthday cookies for you too." Ooh, a cookie does sound good right now. Although Lauren,
Oh, dude, you go to the mall and get that cookie with the icing on it.
You're talking about the massive one?
Yeah, the cookie pie.
Dude, Lauren, one of my favorite desserts is banana pudding with like the vanilla wafers and all that stuff and actual sliced up bananas. Lauren, and then also cheesecakes. I will lose myself for cheesecakes. But she is making a banana pie cheesecake.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's made it before.
Wait,
it is
wait.
That sounds good.
Instead of banana pie, do bananas Foster and do like a bourbon caramel drizzle over it.
Oh, she's done something like that before.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Dude, Lauren comes up with some of the craziest stuff. Like when we were a part of the coffee shop, the coffee company we started. I got Jurassic Park blaring in my ear through the other screen. Why is that one so far behind? I keep on telling it to go live and it pops off. But dude, she made like some crazy desserts. I'm trying to like pull one out of thin air. She made like a s'mores cookie. And then she made like a red velvet cookie, and there was some weird stuff in it. It had like a gooey center. Dude, it was. And then there was the one stream I was doing with Lindy, where she came in to have me test out. She made a macadamia nut, chocolate chip, and pecan cookie.
Ooh.
And dude, I mean, the cookie was like that big. It was to die for. But
okay, so
apple crumb cake, and it's.
I have some insight on that.
He has
that topic. Okay, so here's the through line, and I'll kind of show you where like the Protestant and Catholic churches kind of diverge in their interpretation. So Ezekiel 38 does tie into Revelation 20 through the shared use of the terms Gog and Magog. The similarities and connections. The shared terminology in Revelation 20 verses 7 through 8 explicitly uses the names Gog and Magog to describe the nations gathered for the final battle, directly borrowing from the terminology of Ezekiel 38 and 39. So we can kind of see this with there's poetic language that ties scripture together, right? When Christ says that until the Son of Man is lifted up, and then you can look back to what is it, Deuteronomy, where Moses lifts up the serpent on the stick. By the way, the on that staff. By the way, the word used there is seraphim, so it's very possible that an angel was on that post, on that staff. Just fun little fact there. The thematic parallel, the battle in Revelation 20 is often viewed as a recapitulation or ultimate fulfillment of the antagonism against God's people seen in Ezekiel. Satan is depicted as deceiving the nations to war against the saints, mirroring the coalition against Israel in Ezekiel. The judgment imagery, both passages feature divine intervention where God destroys the attacking armies with fire from heaven, Ezekiel 38:22 and Revelation 20, verse 9. The key differences, the timing. Ezekiel's battle occurs before the millennium or during the tribulation, depending on the interpretation, while Revelation's battle occurs after the 1,000-year reign. The scope of the attackers. In Ezekiel 38, the coalition comes primarily from the north and consists of specific Middle Eastern nations. In Revelation 20, the armies come from the four corners of the earth, representing all nations globally. The role of Satan is not mentioned as the commander in Ezekiel 38, whereas in Revelation 20, Satan is explicitly released from prison to deceive the nations and lead the rebellion. Outcome for Israel, and just real briefly, we Catholics believe that the universal church is Israel, right? Israel is the people of God. We can see this in Hebrews. You can see this in several different places. The outcome for Israel in Ezekiel, the battle serves to bring Israel back to a recognition of God. In Revelation, Israel, the saints or the church, has remained faithful for 1,000 years, and the rebellion is final. Hopeless attempt to overthrow God's eternal kingdom. Some scholars view the event as the same incident described from a different perspective, but the prevailing view is that Revelation uses Ezekiel's imagery to symbolize the final universal rebellion against God at the end of history. And one last thing, the Catholic Encyclopedia identifies Gog and Magog as the names of a king and his kingdom mentioned in Ezekiel 38 and 39 and Revelation 20, verse 7, noting that the biblical text provides vague, uncertain indications regarding their specific historical identity or geographic location. While some scholars interpret Gog as a generic figure for the enemies of Israel or the church, others suggest that he may be the Lydian king Giges, or a royal title, with Magog potentially identifying with Lydia, Asia Minor, or Scythia. In Christian tradition, particularly within the Catholic interpretation, Gog and Magog are understood as nations seduced by the devil to oppose the church during a final battle at the end of a 1,000-year period. The Catholic view emphasizes the names represent the multitude of foes of the church, rather than a single specific modern nation, contrasting some Protestant interpretations that link Magog specifically to Russia or modern political entities.
That was a brain blast of knowledge.
And that's where I would love to have you up there to actually talk about this, because all of this does tie in, and we can go through the lineage, because some people think Gog is Russia.
Right.
So it would be an interesting conversation, and I will send you the link for all of it, because I would love to have you up there, because it is a different perspective than my Christian views.
Mm-hmm. And just to be clear, we Catholics are Christians. Like, I know that sometimes gets under people's skin and everything. So,
because there's only two religions on earth that have that had honcho.
Oh yeah. I don't know if
So,
that's what Free was referring to or not in the chat. I have Mothman on my mic stand.
Are those eyes lighting up?
No, that's just the light behind the camera.
Okay, great.
It
does look really cool. But yeah, we I'll see if I can try and make it to that. And you can ask Rez that I'm not the type to pop in and just be like, this is the Catholic interpretation, it's the only correct one ever. It's like it's the one that I agree with. But you know, I'm not I'm very ecumenical in the way that I discuss faith with people.
I've been on your stream. I've listened to you without you ever knowing. I've listened to you when you talk about the Bible and stuff. So that's why I'm offering this, because I know there's gonna be disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, yeah, it is.
I tend to shy away from the whole debates thing because, like, Rez and I have talked about this, that like debates are good for a YouTube video, and I guess that's kind of what we do. Where somebody's kind of dug in their heels, and you don't really see these guys like shake hands and go the opposite direction, being like, "Wow, you've really given me a lot to think about." The debates are for the viewer. I tend to not do debates. I want, when I talk about faith, I want it to be edifying to everyone who's listening.
Thank you, Arcane, for the raid, my friend. Appreciate you for stopping by earlier as well.
So yeah, that's.
Thank you, nerd.
I tend to not do the whole debate thing. Not because
we have a discussion coming up here in the near future where I wanted to. I think it was the last episode that you were on, correct? Where we talked about getting flesh heart tech.
Yeah.
I'll always say it backwards. And, you know, we emphasized on pretty much everyone involved has emphasized it's just a discussion to find common ground and see where we stand. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Bright light caught my attention.
He got shiny.
And for me, I want to see where we actually agree on stuff. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be a debate. It's going to be us showing people what the Word of God actually says. And how...
Keep on going. Just ignore me.
Just ignore you. You are the birthday boy. Why should we ignore you?
A lot of people do. But, you know, that the whole point of all of us walking together in Christians is, you know, nobody, I don't believe, and this is my personal opinion, nobody has it 100% on the dot. You know what I mean? Like there's always probably going to be at least one or two sticking points. It's not going to be correct. And thank you, Sketchy Jesus, for saying happy birthday.
Thanks for my birthday.
Yeah. I'm his illegitimate son. I don't know if you know this. But you know, there are so many religions out there that are, how do I put this nicely? There's two different types of religions in my head. There are the ones that believe crazy, far, whacked out stuff. Like, by the way, you are very fuzzy, Waffle.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm finally 18. Thank you, but Kevin. But you know, there are the religions that are kind of way off base. You know, like Hinduism, Taoism. The ones that are obvious stories. I'm trying to beat around the bush and I can't. But then there's like so many different types of what you would call modern day Christians, where it's like, I agree with you on all of these points, but not this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so many
I see this.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, so many people are so focused on, hey, there's this one thing that we don't agree on. So obviously we have to have a debate. And I have to, you know, yell at you that you're wrong. You're going to yell at me that I'm wrong. instead of, hey, there is so much more that we actually agree on. Why trash each other? If, like, the other day I was having a conversation with Lauren and we were watching this sermon. I'm not going to mention who it was by, but he was bashing, like Catholics and stuff like that, like other denominations.
Stephen Anderson?
No, it wasn't like a big famous one. But he was, and I just said Catholics because obviously you're in the room, but it was like multiple other denominations. I was like, dude, if somebody comes to Christ through Catholicism, I'm just as happy if they came through an AG, a Baptist, whatever it may be. If they're coming to know Christ, that's all that matters to me.
The way I've put it all the time is Jesus isn't going to be looking for a team jersey. He's going to be looking for good fruit. And
Amen. What's up, Jorba? Great to see you, my friend. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
There was a crazy stint recently on X, and I was like, keep your mouth shut. Just let it go.
I do that a lot.
There was a poor phrasing of of something that was brought up, right? If you guys remember a couple months ago, there was something going on where people were saying, do Catholics and Muslims worship the same God? Do Christians and Muslims worship the same God? The Catholic answer was yes. And a lot of people were like, absolutely not. Without people diving into the catechism. Here's the great thing about the Catholic Church. If you want to know what we believe, you don't have to go to some guy who can barely read, fourth grade English for books that were translated from Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic into Latin and then to every Vulgate on the planet. You're welcome, by the way. The reason the catechism states that is that if someone is basically living by trying to define God in a way that their culture has defined God, it would be like, okay, the Abrahamics, the three Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, have some through lines we agree on. And then there's quite a few things that the others get wrong. Like the Jews don't believe that Christ is the Messiah. The Muslims believe that he was the Son of God, born of a virgin. They believe more about Jesus than even the Jews do. However, that doesn't make them like an ally. They've been murdering Christians for quite some time. It's kind of their MO. Like they're part of the Quran says that the people of the book have lied. And they're referring to Christians and Jews. So they'll say that the blessing went to Ishmael instead of Isaac, right? There's so many things that they diverge on. And the best way to kind of describe that, and here's why I say that the Muslims worship the one true God, albeit imperfectly, very imperfectly. It's like looking through a keyhole and not getting the whole story, right? Mm-hmm. It would be like, let's say one of us joins this call and we're like, yeah, I love that Rez guy, man. He's super great. And we agree, oh, today's his birthday. And someone else goes, I just love that he's a commercial airline pilot. And you're like, what? Is he? I thought he was a farmer. And everyone's like, no, he's definitely a commercial airline pilot. You know why? I read it in a book from a guy who married a 9-year-old. So
yeah,
like,
they like to leave out that part when they're talking mainstream.
Right. So the issue seems to be that there are people who love God, but don't know him very well. Mm-hmm. And then there are people who are so far off base that I believe that God is just. I want to be very clear on that. And I also believe that he's merciful. Mm-hmm. If God is not going to, this is where I diverge from Calvinists. I don't believe that God created somebody to throw them into the hellscape that is Hindustan, right? And just basically lets that person spend their entire life never hearing the name of Jesus Christ with the intention of creating them only to send them to hell, because that makes God the author of sin. God is all good, all loving, perfection personified, literally. So that doesn't really check out that God would create someone just to damn them. So in that particular case, that let's say an uncontacted tribe, they're very much human beings created in the image and likeness of God. Let's say there's a certain behavior that that tribe participates in. Let's say it's in Afghanistan. Let's say it's in, who knows, Madagascar. Let's say it's in the uncontacted tribes of the Pacific. Wherever they ended up, God created them in their image, in his image and likeness, and then placed them there. Let's say there's a behavior there. They take women without asking. Let's use that terminology. And someone in that tribe has, every one of them have God's perfect law kind of imprinted like a spiritual instinct on them, on their heart. And they see this behavior happening and they rebel from it and they die. I would argue that that person followed the will of God, never having known his name. So that kind of answers the question of like, what happens to people who have never been evangelized to? Well, God put his law on their heart, and though they are born into a deeply imperfect culture, that there's the possibility for salvation having never heard the name Jesus Christ. And then they go, well, why would you evangelize to them if they're going to have a there's this meme that runs around of a Native American. It's like, so what happens? I got to worship this Jesus guy. And he was like, yeah. And he goes, what if you never told me? And he was like, well, you'd probably be judged differently. And he's like, why did you tell me then? It's so you could be perfectly united to him, right? It's a very simple answer. It's so you can know God in the way that he's been revealed to all of humankind, or at least the majority of it. And part of my job is to tell you, here's how you can reject some of the stain of that sin that has permeated your culture. I don't know. Some folks may find what I just said way off base, and I'm perfectly willing to accept that. But when I heard that, it kind of cleared things up to me that I was like, that checks out.
Well, our camps and waffled meat's making a lot of sense right now. So, I mean, sorry, I got audio coming from somewhere else. What in the world is going on?
So,
it's all good.
But I guess
appreciate you hanging out.
I guess to put a fine point on it is like when people would say, do Christians and Muslims worship the same God? I would say the question is a categorical error. It's Christians worship God. Muslims worship God without knowing him. They do so very, very imperfectly. And through not knowing God in the right way, but trying to define them in their own, trying to define God in their own cultural terms from a false prophet, have that false prophecy from Muhammad written by Aisha has a tendency to result in negative consequences, right? We see this in the Gospels. It says anyone, and the New Testament epistles, if anyone were to preach a different gospel from than the one we've given you, be it us or an angel from heaven, let him be accursed. So I don't imagine that entire generations from a failing culture that was lied to by Aryan heretics would be entirely condemned. Maybe the person who decided to, I don't know, remove parts of the gospel, totally change the fabric of what it means to accept Christ and his perfect atoning sacrifice. Like to say it didn't even happen, that person who put that in the heads of thousands of people, millions of people, probably not looking good for that fella right now.
Yeah, love you too,
but the people of goodwill who were born into that culture, I don't think that they're inherently damned in a way that is unique from original sin. I'd say original sin, the default state is hell. That's the default destination. But somebody trying to know, love, and serve God, albeit imperfectly, there might be a different parameter of judgment.
Yeah, think about what the Bible says about how the teachers, what's the words eluding me at the moment? Like pastors and preachers, they're held to a higher standard. You don't think that somebody who is claiming to
Hello
be a
there.
prophet and is actively misleading people is not going to be judged in double portion.
Oh yeah, Judgment Day is going to be rough.
Mm-hmm. And Bearded Nerd said he judges on the intent of the heart. If they are unknowing of the one who, or of who the one true God is, they will be judged accordingly. He is a just God. So, reiterating the point that you were making. So, and by the way, Hexic, you're more than welcome to come up here and join us as a past guest, my friend. It's open house. I don't know if you saw his stream the other day. It got a little emotional over there. There was a lot of humidity in the chat. A lot of my fiance walked in. She goes, "Why are you smiling so much?" I was like, "Just watching people being amazing." Hexic knows what I'm talking about. It was an absolute blessing just to witness. But I just want to take a second. I know that if you're wondering why we're going so long today, somebody doesn't have to work tomorrow, so I'm pretty happy about that. Because normally we would have stopped about a half hour ago. Yeah, if you got to drop out, it's I understand wholeheartedly.
No, I just don't want to work tomorrow.
Well, trust me, I'm not going to be taking it easy. Tomorrow is going to be intensive farm work all day. I have a bunch of stuff I got to get caught up on. So it's not
funny
all.
you say that. I was talking with the door security guy today, and he's like, we're in the same room. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to be in your way." He's like, "No, that's just how it goes." He's like, "Oh, you just take the rest of the day off with pay. You know, it'll all be good." And I was like, "Man, I wish." And I probably wouldn't even relax because I would be doing errands and getting stuff done to not stress. So it's funny you say that.
Yeah, that's pretty much how my life goes. It's like, oh, I got free time. What am I not doing? But
you have more.
Go ahead, AC.
My dad always told me when he retired, he says, "I have more work now than I did when I was working."
Yeah, that's what my soon-to-be father-in-law told me. He's like, yeah, ever since I retired, I feel like I have more things to do than when I actually had a job. Which on a farm, there's always something going on that you got to fix. So, and great to see you again, Ritz.
First off, you need to fix yourself. You might need to take a break every now and then working on a farm. I grew up on one. Believe me, it gets hectic.
Yeah, the body's dying for a break at the moment, but too much to do. But yeah, I was going to say, I'm just thankful for everyone that's shown up tonight and in chat and in Discord. I've actually gotten quite a few texts behind the scenes too. Kevin said my mic sounds awful, and I don't know. It's going to this, but for some reason, I can't get my monitor to work, so I can't even hear what I sound like unless I pull up my stream and listen to it. And,
are you running XLR into a mixer?
Yes.
Is the mixer your source on your computer?
Yes.
Into OBS and Discord.
Yes.
Okay. Hit me up sometime. I've been fighting audio issues like crazy, and I could probably diagnose it. No problem.
I appreciate that. I'll say Kevin's a good one to reach out to too. If kind of does it for a living, so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
well,
dude,
tell him to hit
all
me
the
up.
help I can get. Dude, he's one of those guys. He will drop everything and try to help you as much as he can. But yeah, back to what I was saying is you guys have been absolutely amazing. This channel has been an absolute blessing, and just getting to meet all of you people. Like getting to know Hexic and getting to know Waffle and AC and Mischief and Corkski, even though most of the time it's just me messing with her through her TTS because Waffle turned his off.
That's true.
Going back to some of the people that donated earlier, like hanging out with Toolman, Sean Cav, anyone from the Whiskey Cap. It's unbelievable, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
When we get back from the honeymoon, we're gonna have to hit you up because you're not too far from us.
Dude, you're more than welcome anytime y'all can come out and see all the farm animals.
Oh yeah, we might take a weekend.
I was about to say, I've been trying to get Mischief to come out here and we'll do like an IRL campfire talks and sit around a real campfire.
Oh, I have a.
That
Let's
would
keep all those
cardio.
skinwalkers away.
No, the Mothman needs to come out.
Mothman's
I have
right
a real
here.
good cardioid mic that I could bring. If we needed multiple inputs, it's not XLR, but
Yeah, I've got like 17 different mics. I've got like 3 different sets of wireless mics, but depending on quality. One I can't get to sound good without cranking the volume up to like 250%. But
Valid.
the JLabs one that I got actually works pretty well. It's what I plan on using if I do like out of my studio streams. No, the farm animals, yeah. But yeah, I plan on doing more gaming content. It's just things have been so hectic lately. We were talking earlier, I think it might have been before you and Korski jumped in, about it feels like everything's just like thrown to chaos. Every time I feel like I'm getting a leg to stand on, it's like something else happens. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you know, people don't think about a lot of people don't think about how much the gas prices, well, mainly diesel, affects, like specifically for me, like the price of all my feed. Dude, it's like we were getting back on track, and then all of a sudden the price of feed has been skyrocketing. And I was just like, oh, this is awful. So made things really tight really quickly.
Understandable.
But God blesses us in
Right.
other ways.
Rez, happy birthday. I'm getting off of here. I'm gonna work on my I'm still in the process of getting everything set up again on the computer because of all the upgrades. But I do appreciate you. Happy birthday, man. And
Appreciate you.
I hope this year
Got
year
wild
is your
Korski.
best year of life. And there's Miss Korski but everyone, be nice to the man. You're only 33 once. You're only 33 once. So, night.
Good night, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Good night, brother.
I feel like it's been a while since I've hung out with AC.
Yeah. Join the club.
Yeah.
And it's only Miss for 9 more days, young lady.
I was about to say, you excited?
Yeah. Yeah, that way I love our family very much. I love them. I love them dearly. I love them dearly. I can't wait for them to stop making suggestions. I love them very much. They're great people.
Nobody else heard that.
Second opinions are being filed as we speak. Where's that been? Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I was about to say that's kind of part of the reason why we're trying to do a destination wedding, so people can just
Yeah.
Especially since
do you know how many times?
Go ahead. I was about to say, especially since my buddy is stationed out in Hawaii, so it makes it very easy. It's like, I'm just going to go crash with you, and then once we get married, we'll rent a hotel or something.
Yeah, there's been plenty of times where we've looked at each other in the middle because we didn't get a wedding planner. So much as speaking with one is like, hey, $4,500 to see where you guys are at. Nope, I'm good. I'll figure it out.
I'll pass.
So
Apparently I'm
like
in the
we were
wrong
seriously
line of
like
work.
2 months ago. Yeah, no kidding. I'd love to offer unsolicited opinions. I do it all the time on here, and it, Rumble pays good, I guess.
It pays decently well.
Yeah, we've sat there several times and just looked across the table from one another and been like, we should have eloped. We should have just gone somewhere, came back, and told everybody we're married now.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought
Guess
about it.
what?
Oh, I did forget to
Nice.
mention. I think you'll appreciate this. You being Waffle. I think I've already told Mischief. Corksky might appreciate it too. But you know Kiki the Lion, otherwise known as
Oh, yeah.
Games Master. Dude, he is
Oh
sending
yeah,
me
great guy.
a 4 kilogram King James Bible. That is, if I remember him saying it correctly, it is older than America.
That is super cool.
So it's going to be like right here at all times. I'm super pumped. It's still in. He just sent me the tracking today. It's still in Great Britain. I was like, now
He's
that I know
such
it's
a
coming,
great
I want
guy.
it to be here, dude.
Yeah, the problem is like every 2 hours you're looking at your track package and you're like, damn it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kiki, about him, man. I met him and he just became somebody that I was like, I want to spend as much time with this guy as I possibly can. Really sweet guy. He's great. A huge inspiration to me because Corksky and I are looking at starting a family and everything. And I look at how he is with his kids and everything. And I'm kind of like, if I'm half the man that man is, then we'll have a nice, successful family.
Definitely. And he
really thrilled about him.
I don't know how he's always so positive. Like even when he's mad at the game, he's positive. I need to be able to get to that level to where I can just be frustrated with something and then be positive somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Fruits of the spirit.
Yeah. He
Practice
is
makes improvement.
absolute blessing. And Meg's actually the one that turned me on to him. She was like, you need to go check this guy out. I think you guys would be great friends. And then like I talked to him for like 5 minutes and I was like, yep, I understand what she was getting at. But I think I had talked to him maybe like 4 or 5 times and he was just like, I'm sending you a Bible. I was like, you're doing what now? Oh, looky there.
What's funny is when I met Korgsky, I said, so our first date, and I'm not going to bore you to death with this. I basically went on one of my delightful tangents about how the Christmas tree isn't pagan.
No.
And we were sitting in front of the
too.
Oh yeah, I had a huge Christmas tree at our the venue of our first date, which is where our wedding reception is going to be. And we were sitting there looking at. We fought through a huge snowstorm to get there. Giant Christmas tree, seriously, like what, 30, 40 feet tall?
Hold on, pause. Can we see the Korgsky? I saw it running in the background. No, the Korgsky, the actual.
No, the black. Yeah.
Oh, the
no,
dog.
No offense to her.
Baxter.
I see eyes.
This
That's
is
all
Ivy.
I saw.
That's Ivy.
Oh my goodness, look at the pupper. Oh,
Hi, baby.
Love
There's
it.
Ivy.
Oh. Sorry, I saw it running by, so I was like, I had to see it.
Picked him up.
So we went on our first date, and she basically sat down with me and said, well, this religion thing's very serious to you. I should take it serious too. So I opened the Bible for the first time in a long time. And she went to, what was it? Song of Solomon. And I was like, slow your roll. We're going to be celibate if we're going to do this right. And Ecclesiastes. Yeah, so she bookmarked it. But she opens this Bible and she's like, oh, this is an old family Bible. It's beautiful. It's got all these illustrations in it and everything. And I was like, what kind of Bible is that, by the way? Because she kind of grew up in the evangelical crowd and everything. And she opens it and sends me a picture of it. It's an 1800s Dewey Rames Catholic translation.
That's awesome.
And I was like,
can I see it?
All right, you're coming to mass with me.
But that's awesome
And
that she recognized that it was so important to you that she's like, I might as well take it important too, or make it important.
Her exact. I mean, this woman has like green flags, like the fractions on a ruler, bro. Every time she opens her mouth, she's full of green flags.
I assume you
so
mean
she.
ticks.
Yeah. The 16th marks, right? So I'm sitting there talking to her. And
I'm getting nerdy.
we went to mass for our second date, and as we went to mass, it just so happened to be the reading of God's love for the nations of his people. As a matter of fact, I have those while I'm talking about it. Ecclesiastes 11:9 through 10. You gotta speak up.
It was rejoice therefore for I can't do that. I'm also in my Discord. Rejoice therefore, O young men, in thy youth, and let thy heart be in that which is good in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thy heart and in the sight of thy eyes, and know that for all of these God will bring thee into judgment. For youth and pleasure are vain.
Yeah.
There was more to that quote, but that was just the second.
So
I always come back to.
we decided we were going to go to mass for our second date, right? And she was like, "This means a lot to you, so I need to take it." Her exact words were, "This clearly means a lot to you, and if I want this to be serious and to be successful, then I need to take it serious." And I was like, "I'm not saying there was a correct answer, but nailed it."
I will say she does
So
have one red flag, though.
What is it?
She's a Patriots fan.
You're a Patriots fan?
Don't you dare say that's a red flag.
That's right. I'm a Devils fan.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Clip that out of context. They're like, the mackerel smacking papist is into the devil. New Jersey Devils. It's a hockey team. Anyway.
Yep.
So our first mass we went to was several readings, and I'll just briefly mention them. Isaiah 62 verses
That's
1
awesome,
through 5.
Sam.
1 Corinthians 12, 4 through 11. And then John 2, 1 through 11. Anyone want to tell me what John's Gospel's second chapter starts with?
You said John 2?
Yep.
I'm drawing a blank. Mischief?
Jesus' first miracle, the wedding feast of Cana.
Ah, thank you.
So we go to our second date, and I'm like, come to church with me. As soon as we sit down for mass, I'm like, don't worry, there's going to be some stuff going on. You're not going to quite understand. You're not going to know the responses. You can just sit there and look pretty. Nailed it. Great job, babe. And the readings are, let's see. Here's a quick excerpt from Isaiah. No more shall people call you forsaken or your land desolate, but you shall be called my delight, your land espoused. For the Lord delights in you and makes your land his spouse. A young man marries a virgin. Your builder shall marry you as your bridegroom, and as your bridegroom rejoices in his bride, so shall God rejoice in you. Then it talks about the fruits of the Spirit, or the spiritual gifts in 1 Corinthians 12, 4 through 11. And then the gospel reading is about a wedding feast and Jesus' first miracle. And something came over me while we were at this mass, and I looked over and I just went, I'm going to take a picture of those songs because I don't know if they're the same every year. But if I marry this girl, we're going to use those songs at our wedding. And those readings are going to be in our missalette for the mass we're celebrating for the wedding. So we were able to basically save the readings from that date for the liturgical year because we know what's going to be read in church. You tell me a date, I can tell you what is going to be read in church for decades to come. So,
thank you, Ritz. I was actually annoying Hexic in the background by just continuously hitting the green flashy thing. I don't know if he saw it or not, but thank you for the raid, my friend. But that's awesome, dude. And welcome in, Zio. Great to see you, my friend. Yeah, Lauren, when we started going back into church, because when we first met, we were both out of the church. And when I got back into church, she came in and, dude, she doesn't like dip her toes in anything. If she's in, she's all in. as you can see by what all is around me. I was like, yeah, I want to kind of update the space, make it look nicer, and she's like, yeah, let's make it look awesome. Let's do that. So, but that's awesome that you all have that story. And we got double rated. Thank you, Jorba, for the raid as well, my friend.
Hello there.
Jorba, well, I mean,
Double
Ritz
raid,
too.
bro.
Yep. I do not have enough to. I've gotten too many donos and raids to put this in a tweet now. But Jorba and Ritz and Waffle Meat.
Make it 3.
You all are more than welcome to come up and join us. We're just having some fun, hanging out. Waffle gave us a dissertation of about, what was that, 45 minutes ago? And we've been, I mean that in the most positive way possible, too. I don't mean that by any disrespect.
Certified
thank you,
Yap
Jorba.
Factory.
Dude, you can ask Mischief, like when we got done talking, both on stream and off stream, both episodes, really, I was just like, man, I didn't want that to end. Like if I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, I was like, we could have just went for hours and hours. I was fascinated because all I did the first episode was I asked you 2 questions. The first one was kind of surface level, and the second one was kind of a deeper dive, and you gave me the entire history. I was just like, heck yeah. Oh, thank you, Jorba. You didn't have to do that, my friend. I appreciate that. We're doing the birthday stream now. My birthday's in 2 days. I just felt fitting to do it for Campfire Talks, but I appreciate you, Zio. That's so cool, y'all. Definitely built your relationship on a great foundation. There is no greater foundation than Jesus.
Agreed.
But actually, was that Korksky saying something?
I think so.
Oh, I was just agreeing.
Oh, I got you. Waffle,
Hey, keep going. I'm snacking on pineapple and whipped cream.
I haven't had pineapple in forever.
Good for you.
I was about to say now I want pineapple. Dude, we went to Hawaii
But you gotta
once.
drink water after you eat pineapple, because pineapple actually has an enzyme that digests you back.
Well, maybe I want to be digested. You ever think about that?
That's pretty metal. No, you only ever think of your whipped cream.
I was about to say, speaking of metal, the 13th started the stream off with playing a song with a band that's actually coming on called Relent. Definitely go check them out.
Ooh.
I found them on a heavy metal playlist that's a Christian music playlist, and fell in love with their music. So definitely go check it out. But they also seem super awesome. Like, I've never talked to somebody that responsive through email.
I have followed them on Spotify.
Yeah, Remember Me is the song that I played today. We got Remember Me is actually talking about, and this is what I got from it, was talking about the thief on the cross saying remember me. Because if you listen to the lyrics, it's talking about how he's in a life of sin, and he's questioning his worth and everything. And at the very end, he's asking for you to remember him.
Yeah.
But it's not the one sung by Mexican skeletons. Not that one.
Oh man, but yeah, you guys have all been awesome. I had somebody ask me in real life, not on stream, who my favorite guest has been. I honestly couldn't pick, like, at all. I was like, everyone that has come on has been an absolute blessing in one way or the other. And
that's why the smartest thing you do is you tell everybody they're your favorite guest when they're on.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got to say, and
go ahead.
I've got to say, and much to your credit, you've built something that you don't see anywhere else. I have to say that, like, of the shows that I've been invited on, the one that I looked forward to the most over here, like, I loved being on Third Railify. getting to goof off and tell the crazy jokes I tell on my streams and everything. But over here, I feel like this was edifying to so many people that what you've put together is really incredible.
Well, speaking of putting together, I was going to point out it's the people over here. I didn't do nothing. And thank you, Meg, for the 5 gifted subs. You guys are absolutely blowing me away tonight. I was about to say, when we first started, like it was like the community just kind of grew around me and then picked me up.
Yeah.
Like I didn't intentionally try to grow it this way. It just happened. And it still blows me away sometimes. I was like, why are people watching me? But and like there's been some episodes where I think it was more for me than it was for other people. Like talking to Meg about trauma, even talking to her behind the scenes about it, she made me realize that I've been in fight mode for a long time, and I think that was like one of the major sources of my anxiety and my, not like paranoia, but like I'm always trying to think ahead. And that, you know, talking to Nerd as well on that topic, Taco Bell on me, ole. Actually, don't tell Lauren I had Taco Bell earlier today. Thank you for the 10, Meg. You are absolutely amazing. I'll get Taco Bell tomorrow too. But and then there's like some where, you know, we have like earlier somebody coming to us to ask for prayer. I forget which episode it was, but somebody came on behalf of somebody else who was too nervous to come ask for prayer. And then, you know, we prayed for this person, and I think it was in the next episode they came in and were saying thank you for praying for me when I couldn't even ask for it. And I was just like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, how? I was like, it's all God. That's him using me to do something cool. And I hope, you know, it continues to grow and continues to spread. I just don't have words, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, when you start living for him, things change. Like, you know, he even tells us that my ways are not your ways. So when you kind of align with that and just go, you know what? We're gonna what's that chick's name? We're just gonna lean into, is it Carrie Underwood? We're just gonna lean into her song, "Jesus Take the Wheel." Do whatever.
Oh, Jesus Take the Wheel.
And,
okay, I didn't know where.
Yeah,
you're going
you know,
with that.
I was trying to go like with a half decent joke, and it turned out awful. But the thing is, when I tell people all the time that I basically did it my way for the longest time, and it got me nowhere. It got me in the worst health, the worst shape, spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever it was. And, you know, I'm telling you, so I know some people are not fond of the idea of confession, but everything, drugs, drinking, chasing women, whatever topic you want to point at, I can go, yeah, I tried to find some kind of meaning there. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Crowder puts it as a God-shaped hole in your heart. Mm-hmm. I went to confession and I went, everything that prescriptions, recreational, whatever it was, everything that I've thrown into my life to try and fill that didn't work. And I walk out of 2 confessions because I went right back the next day. And I was like, wait, one more thing. And they're like, you're all right. Everything's going to be fine.
Hold on. I got more.
Yeah. And so I leave confession and I looked at somebody and I said, something changed. But it wasn't until I received First Communion, you know, received confirmation where they anoint you with oil and say the words, receive the Holy Spirit. I was driving home. And I was like, I'm kind of, I'm in the forest. All I see is trees. You know, they say you can't see the forest through the trees. I'm like, all I see is trees right now. So I'm sitting there driving and I decided to pray. And I was like, what does this mean? And I felt something that wasn't words, that wasn't a physical touch or something, but something changed the direction of my focus. And it kind of went inward. and I just noticed peace. And I was like, this is the first time in my life that I felt like I caught my breath after running a 5K. And I was like, oh, I'm telling everybody about this part, right? So I tell people all the time, I'm like, just give it a shot. I'm like, I already tried, give it another shot. Find time for Jesus. Tell him, sit down, fold your hands, and pray. If you haven't in a long time, and just say, listen, I don't know what I'm doing. What I've been doing isn't working. Let's try it your way. Show me something that you want me to do. Don't just be like, God, if you're real, prove it. Right? Because he has. But sometimes you're looking to be like, prove it to me in a way that I would accept. No.
That's not how God works.
Right, exactly. What I'd prefer to tell people is sit down and in humility. Jordan Peterson has a great point about this, where he says, you want to find out if prayer works? Try this. Sit down, fold your hands, close your eyes, and say, God, what's something I'm doing that is wrong? I know it's wrong. I shouldn't be doing, and I should try your way. And he goes, couple minutes max, you're going to have an answer. It's not going to be the one you want.
Nope.
That's how you know it worked.
It's the least that you want.
Right. The last thing you want to do is the cross you need to bear. And, I think the best way to go about that with people is you can't just talk the talk. And I tell people all the time, I'm God's dumbest sinner. I fail an open book test every day. But
feel the same way, by the way.
Right. If I were to get up, hop into a time machine, go back in time and talk to a version of myself from even 3-4 years ago, and I went, this is who you're going to be. I would have probably told myself, there's no way. There's no chance. And I left out the expletives.
I knew what you meant.
There's absolutely no chance. Not only Christian, but Catholic. I would have laughed at myself. And
thank you, Haley. Great to see you, my friend.
There comes a point in really every man's life that we have to doggo.
Strider.
He was whining, so I'm picking him up.
There comes a point in every man's life specifically where we have to stop this infantile nonsense. This childish behavior of like, you know what? It's controversial. I'm going to say it.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of men that need to be told, you want to be a grown man still playing with yourself? Fellas, it stings because it's true.
Yeah. It's very good.
And here's another good bit of advice. Think of it this way.
Hello there.
If you're going to sleep with a chick and you don't see yourself spending the rest of your life with her, you're using her. It's abuse. And when you get that lust under control, by the power of God, you can't do it. You can cooperate with that grace, but don't ask God for a boat if you're not intending on paddling. So I guess the best way to put it is there's going to come a point in every man's life where they have to stop the foolishness. They have to stop playing around. And I know that's ironic because my part-time job is playing video games. But
Sorry.
The reason that stings is because it's something that permeates our lives in the 21st century. It's everywhere. Open Twitter, go to the not just following, but the recommended, scroll for 5 seconds.
Dude,
you'll find something. You'll find some kind of temptation.
I don't know if you've seen my Twitter. Most of my Twitter is death. Yeah. I guess that's a temptation to some. I shouldn't laugh about that. Actually, now that I'm fully thinking that out.
I'm laughing at what Mischief Muggle's doing.
Oh yeah, big
He's
baby.
not whining anymore though.
But I've got to say the best bit that came from like giving up that specific temptation is, and this was great advice, and it actually helped me quite a bit. When you get that under control, you realize how much of a slave you were to it.
Mhm.
How much of your day revolved around that being a part of the routine, and how boring the kind of woman you shouldn't be around really is. Very easy to chase tail, and then you realize that they don't have a single coherent room temp IQ thought. You're like, this is dull. So find somebody who pushes you to be better, and get engaged way too soon, have too many kids that you can't afford.
Yeah, Arkham said there's a new study that a kid will cost you $300,000. It doesn't say if it's a year, lifetime, whatever, but trying to imply that it's a year. So yeah, go.
You know what's going to cost significantly more?
Not following Christ.
Yes, not only that, but you know what costs significantly more than that is following the advice of a world who crucified the perfect man. And that advice is telling women every single day, go be a boss babe, go be a CEO, go be a politician. Don't dig any ditches. Don't work in construction. That's a man's job. But we want to get into the ones where merit got you into it. So the issue seems to be telling these women, even though you're on a biological clock, even though you've got some time frame that you've got to work this out in.
Mischief has his own Be Right Back screen. Okay.
That's great.
That's actually awesome. I'm not even going to lie. And thank you for the follow, Outworld Live or Dive. Sorry, Outworld Live.
The Outworld Live. It looks like
it's very small on my screen.
I think the issue is telling these women, don't have kids, be your own boss and everything. Trade a husband for a boss who doesn't care about you, who will not lay his life down for you, will put up an Indeed application for your job if you dropped dead in traffic on the way there within a week. That advice is so dangerous, and here's why. Specifically, when they asked, they polled tens of thousands of people, and the numbers are pretty straightforward. The unhappiest demographic in the world, who do you think it is?
White, college-aged, working women.
It is white, middle-aged, childless women in the
because they don't have anything to fall back on.
It is not third worlders. It is not. Name any demographic, the unhappiest demographic on the planet, and it's not even close, is white, middle-aged, childless executives. And they make up the number one, they make up the top recipients of SSRIs. They're miserable. They're chemically castrating themselves. They're letting time take away the one thing that Scripture says that childbearing will save them. And the world, no wonder the world is sitting there saying, don't have kids. You know why? Because this place is run by Satan. So it's very simple. Sit down with somebody that isn't a total dirtbag. Find a guy, ladies, find a guy who has potential. Maybe it's not realized yet. Maybe you can push him to do that. But get this out of your head. The idea that they're going to go, I'm going to find 6 feet, 6 figures and 6 inches. You notice that number, 666, because some of these ladies are
Satan
of the devil. The issue seems to be like, let's lower those expectations to less than, or let's lower those expectations to the point that you're looking at more than 0.00038% of the entire world's population and thinking you got a chance, right? Because us guys, we know. I know what I look like, dude. I'm on camera. Yeesh. Poor Corksy.
Yeah, no, I looked at myself.
He's the best looking man in the world. I don't care what he says.
Got a good beard too.
Yeah, he does.
Gosh,
Thank you,
flaunt
sir.
it. No problem, dude. But yeah,
But I tell people all the time that like the best bit of advice is find somebody who's not a total dirtbag. Maybe they need a little bit of work. Put in that work with them. Join a team
Mhm.
and start adding to that team as fast as possible, but do it the right way. Right? You know, you have the opportunity, everyone
Cowboys.
listening has the opportunity, and I'm not talking about those who may be sterile for whatever reason or something like that. You know what? You have the opportunity to raise a family because there's plenty of kids in foster care that need help. There's plenty of kids in orphanages that need help. They don't have to just be yours. You know, it's how about this? People always get this wrong. Blood is thicker than water. What's the rest of that phrase, Rez?
Goodness. I literally heard it yesterday, and I know it, but it's close to my bedtime, so I can't even think about it.
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the waters of your birth.
Yep.
Which means your fellow believers are united to you closer than family. It's more than that. So for those that can't have children, you have an awesome opportunity to rescue someone, to save someone's life from abject poverty, a horrendous situation that they could be thrown into just because the state will write a check for having that kid in your house.
Yeah, what's either said, worst advice in the world is listen to people rather than follow God. Yeah, I would say whatever the world is telling you to do, probably the best advice, do the opposite.
Yeah.
They tell you don't
Pretty
have
safe.
kids, have kids. They tell you, that you should eat processed food. Why did my screen just go black? Apparently the world's trying to shut me down. I think we're still up. Hopefully.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. But the world tells you, eat all this processed food. Yeah, that's not good for you. They tell you don't drink raw milk. I don't know about you, but drinking raw milk is so much better than actual over processed milk that just tastes like water.
Yeah.
I mean, I could keep on going with what the world is telling you to do, be on birth control. Probably doesn't hear me sharing this.
Here's the thing. I don't think you can be pro-life and support birth control.
Agreed.
Every single control is an abortifacient.
Mhm.
Every one of them prevents this. The sperm cell will enter the egg, the cell divides, and it doesn't attach to the uterine wall. Therefore, that was a new life created. That was prevented from becoming realizing its full potential.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's a pretty solid case to be made there.
Mm-hmm. IVF
kills more embryos than
that was something that you opened my eyes to. I had no clue about that.
Yeah, they discard more fertilized embryos than I've heard numbers as low as 4 times as many abortions, and I've heard numbers as high as 16 times more than abortions are embryos destroyed and discarded from IVF. People are turning those embryos into jewelry. Like if that ain't satanic, I don't know what is.
Why?
Oh yeah, dude, look it up. People are turning them into rings and necklaces and all this stuff, and they're like, "This is the child that would have been, but it didn't have the designer eye color that I paid $40,000 to get." Yeah, it's evil.
What was the one thing that we talked about last time that you were way too late on telling me not to look it up?
Oh, I have no idea.
I got short out about it. I just can't remember what it was, but I looked it up. Ew. Why? What is this?
Yeah, dude. Here, I'll share it right now.
That is
1 in 8 women will have trouble trying to conceive. I'm one of them. My fertility journey inspired me to create a collection to spread positivity awareness of infertility to help many other and money to help other women go through the same trials, starting conversations and talking about how common this is for couples will help break down negative stigmas. Of course, it's always about normalizing the things that aren't normal for a reason. Inspired by images of early human embryos, the sale of these handmade pieces fund grant programs through Baby Quest, which for moms who can't afford costly fertility treatments. So these are necklaces that are explicitly custom fertile soul necklace, IVF journey necklace. So they're, let's see, custom made with your embryo image. So these are just pictures.
Wait, hold on, back up. I was in the other room. I've got my contacts case so I can take my contacts out. What was the one? Did you say fertile soul?
Yeah, that was what they're calling that that image.
So
here we go.
admit
Embryo and
that it's a
IVF
person.
memorial. Well, they're saying it's the image of the embryo, and this one is one where they're actually turning the embryo into jewelry. Every embryo holds infinite hope when IVF journeys don't unfold as planned. So it's not that they did an implant or anything. So what are you going to do? Fish this out of your period blood? No, it's likely you didn't get the baby you wanted out of it because there's a genetic marker that could maybe possibly perhaps turn into ADHD. So throw it away. A lot of the hospitals do it without asking for permission too. To honor and love the possibility they represented with handcraft memorial keepsake. Transforms precious DNA, ashes, or a lock of hair into a timeless pieces you can hold in pendants, rings, charms. I believe if that was somebody who deserved a funeral, they don't belong on a necklace or in a bead. Oh, of course, crystals. So yeah, this is. There are women that are being sold these goods to try and convince them, hey, go take your aborted IVF embryo and wear it every day. That's the craziest level of pride that I can't begin to describe. It's rough, brother. It's rough out there. And mind you, again, the IVF discarded embryos. Okay, how about this? How many IVF embryos are discarded compared to abortions per year? Between 1.5 and 1.8 million embryos created through IVF are estimated to be discarded or never brought to term annually in the U.S., compared to approximately 985,000 to 1.4 million abortions per year, suggesting that more human embryos are lost through IVF than abortion annually, in some cases up to 2 times as much. Embryo loss in IVF occurs at multiple stages. Many embryos fail to develop past the blastocyst stage. Others are discarded after genetic testing, and surplus embryos are often destroyed. So you get pregnant and you're like, what do I need these 10 for? So one woman went from wanting to have kids and destroying 9 of her own.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Based on 2023 data, 432,641 IVF cycles led to only 95,860 live births, with an estimated 1.9 million embryos not surviving to implantation and another 1.76 million unaccounted for, frozen, destroyed, or donated. So right there, they're saying of 95,860 live births, 2 million are either destroyed, discarded, frozen, never to be used again, or donated to be sold to a gay couple to basically start the human trafficking as early as possible.
I guess so. And
surrogacy is also I would put surrogacy on the same category as human trafficking.
Yeah.
You're just buying them real early.
Cedar said, my son told me of a rap song not long ago where the young female rapping said she's heading to the clinic with murder on my mind. That is truly a demonic mentality. Like that, about cussed. It's really messed up. I don't even have words for how truly evil that is.
I have words.
I have a lot of words I'd like to use, but
I'd like to know the last name of the producer for that album. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. You know what I'm implying.
Yes, I do.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to me.
I'm hoping my dog didn't escape. All my other dogs are losing their mind outside.
But
There
I guess
a
to end
coyote
on
out
that.
there?
What's that?
Is there a coyote out there?
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me go check. That might be a fox. I'm still listening. Can you all
Gotta
still
catch
hear
that
me?
in
Oh, I sent the farmer to go work. Oops. Sorry, guys.
What were you saying,
fox
Mischief?
pet, those things would be fun. Those people
Oh, no.
raised from like infancy. I know
Pet,
they're troublesome, but they're cool.
The
They are
problem
cool.
with pet foxes is that their urine sticks to everything and you can't wash it out, and it stinks to high heaven. It's awful.
They can't be litter box trained. They're friendly.
And they pee on things to mark their territory. So like
It'd be an
every
outside fox.
piece of
There's no
clothing,
way it'd be inside.
every piece of clothing you own will smell like fox urine for the rest of time.
Okay, I
That
came
sounds
back to a
miserable.
weird
That
point,
part
but
of it.
I will be right back. I'm actually got to run outside to check. We have a trap outside.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
So in that case, if you can't get that smell out, I wonder if revenge fox piss could be ordered.
I'm sure it's a product somewhere. It's got to be.
That's what the guy should use for those prank Amazon boxes where they
Like how you can buy
spray out
doe
and do all that
urine
stuff.
for hunting.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like the guy goes to like a porch pirate some Amazon package, and instead he just gets like a t-shirt cannon full of fox piss.
Yeah, exactly. Just projectile every direction. Just when they open them in their car, that'd be the worst for them. Every time you drive, you're just out of luck.
I'm really hoping that none of my groomsmen are listening to this, but I got them some. Okay, you know what? I'll just tell this part so I don't give away too much, just in case. I got them a little something, and the engraving is their name, the date of the wedding, what their role is at the wedding, and one of the things that I got them at the end of the engraving, it's I want to say, is it Proverbs
27:17.
27:17? Let me see. Yeah, Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so does man sharpen his fellow man, or one person sharpens another.
I think I know what you got them.
So
What
take a
did you
stab
get
at it.
me? It's right in that damn. I can just.
get 'em
You
with
better
tiger
not.
gum?
You better
reach
not.
over and grab it.
You better not. I got her a wedding gift, and
He got a sword and a dagger as a wedding gift, and I couldn't wait to give it to him, so he got it like 2 weeks early.
I am
That's
not
awesome.
telling you what that is because it involves something at the wedding. The timing has to be right.
Dig
So wait there. You'll get it in
Heck
9
yeah.
days.
But it's right there. I could just lean over and look at it.
Sure isn't.
You better don't.
I'm gonna have to. You better don't. I'm gonna have to take that with me to work.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be at home unsupervised for like 5 hours tomorrow.
Offsite lockbox.
We did try to set up a PO box. I was trying to send something to somebody, and I was like, I want to stay as anonymous as possible, and I don't want my name and return address on this, so I should get a PO box. And they're like $30 for 3 months. So
Yeah, but they
And I can
require a
verify
bunch
state.
of like IDs and stuff. That you got to show 2 proofs of photo and 2 proofs of non-photo ID to get a PO box, which is kind of crazy. It's harder to get a PO box than it is to register to vote.
That's crazy, isn't that?
well, they don't want anybody mailing bombs anymore.
I mean, it's free to
And
have
they're
a
making people
mailbox
vote
outside my
postal.
house.
Yeah, but they could still check it. At least there'd be a return address, right? There'd be a return address on the package that blows up, and there won't be a list of it. Who knows? Maybe it'll be like the passport of the 9/11 hackers, hijackers. 9/11 hackers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know what you mean though. Too with getting the PO box though, it's smart, because there's sometimes I want to send stuff to people and I don't know, some people just don't need to know
Yeah.
certain details, and
Hold on now.
I mean,
Hold on.
they probably
Hold on.
can't look it up by
Let's
PO.
get that bicep check.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Just from
do
doing
it.
just from doing my
Yeah.
hat? Dude, I am so out of the gym, like I got nothing going for me right now.
Yeah, that's nothing. You see my little twiggy
It's
arms.
atrophied. I can do this though. I can make it look like it's more than it is.
I love how
That's
women
good.
hate that. Like when women are super grossed out that a guy has veiny arms, and I used to not be so fat. And when I was like BMXing and stuff like that, I could do that to my arms, and it'd get hot, and all the veins would pop out in my arms. We're like doing a fit check.
I gotcha.
So when my mom was going to school for phlebotomy, she wanted so badly. If I can pick it up, she wanted to practice so bad for drawing blood on me because that vein. She's like, "Oh, I know exactly which
What's
one
up,
I'd
Spartan?
choose." And she's like, "You know what, Mom? I don't want to get stuck when I don't need to, just for any reason. No thanks."
Yeah, sorry, but I hope I had my camera off when I first
Spartan.
got up because I definitely had a gun in my hand.
Oh no, you're good. We didn't see your cheeks. It's fine.
Yeah, that I'm not as worried about.
Like, there's no air conditioning. These are definitely not gym shorts.
Are we not allowed to have? I know you're streaming to Rumble or YouTube too, but are we not allowed to have firearms on Rumble, or what is that in the
No,
terms of
Rumble
service?
probably is fine.
Rumble doesn't care.
Either that, or I was too small for them to ban me when I.
Well, there's the one guy that does the firearm videos, though, right? So I think
Guns
it's
and
good,
Gear
technically.
and all of them. So
Yeah.
Hey, Korsky finally rated. Thank you, my friend. Kind of weird to get rated by somebody that's already been in here for the past hour and a half.
Hello there.
Scroll up.
Well, you did it sooner than she did.
Yeah. I figured I'd just end it. And I'm like, just go watch his stuff.
Right here, my firearms.
I appreciate you, my friend.
Small ones.
Well, no, because Channel 2 had his guns in the
Hello
background for all of his whiskey cap.
Oh, Crowder did too. He had the Walther arm. That's right. I forgot. He had him right in the front
Yeah.
center.
So they don't care
Yeah.
here.
What
Great
happened
to
with
see you, Spartan.
Walther and them? Are they still cool with Walther?
I don't know.
I assume so. I haven't heard anything differently.
Yeah.
They
But
make
sometimes
great
when you
guns.
have that relationship kind of fall apart with a company, you don't just jump right on slandering them, right? And that they're not really the type to do that. They're the type to tell the truth. If some shady nonsense went down, they'd very much be like, I wouldn't buy from them.
Yeah.
I know he
By the
liked the
way,
gun before.
just
we
to
even
make
went
it clear, no
sponsored,
Fox.
so.
No Fox.
No Fox.
Aw. No
I
fluffy
did
little
leave the water
gremlin.
on.
Were you looking for animals and silver fox out there, or what was going on?
Yeah.
We've had a fox pop up on our cameras multiple times in the past couple weeks and lost a bunch of chickens. But we put out a trap, so I was going out to check on that because we have right out of the back porch, we built this enclosure for 2 of our Dutch Shepherds, and they were going absolutely bananas. So I figured that there was either the geese were attacking them again. We have a male goose that is an absolute you know what. He attacks our Great Pyrenees. One of these days, he's going to learn that
Birds are mean.
he can't mess with the dogs. And Ranger has snapped back at him to correct him. And Gemma is the mama, a Dutch Shepherd, the adult one. And she was going out to potty, and the goose was like trying to run up on her, and Gemma turned around and stared it down. And the goose is like, you know what? No, I'm not doing that one.
Goofy dog.
Ryder would think it's a game of chase. He'd be like, all right, you chase me, and now it's my turn. I'll chase you. He'd be, that's where his mind goes. Or he'd stalk and try to do the herding thing.
That's what Remy would do. Remy's an Australian Shepherd mix.
Oh, yeah. It's like, play.
Oh, we got
Especially
Puppet in the
over
corner.
Being chased or chasing, they love it. Herding dogs, they love that.
Oh, Ivy's on the camera.
That big old smile.
She has like
Oh, yeah.
2 whole brain cells, and neither of them are getting paid for overtime.
It's her
Those 2 brain
time.
cells are fighting for 3rd place, brother. I'll tell you that for free.
Ryder's just chilling in his bed now. Yeah, he's right here.
I was about to say
She's
both
good,
of my
though.
dogs are curled up. Both the inside dogs are curled up with Lauren right now. I just got the cat running around like a lunatic. That cat
Well,
has
fellas,
2
I think
modes.
that's got to be bedtime for me.
Yeah,
Alrighty,
it is
yeah.
bedtime.
Yeah, I still got to do stuff tomorrow, so probably should be bedtime. But thank you all so
Yeah, I
much
gotta
for
be
coming
up.
on and hanging out.
Hey, man, thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely.
You knew I'd be here.
Yeah, well,
Happy
you're
birthday.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Merry
You're
birthday.
kind of contracted to be here.
Birth miss.
Birth miss. Every time somebody says something like with muss in it, all I can think of is that old vine of the lady that's like, she starts off with Merry Christmas, and then she just
Merry
progressively
Christmas.
gets worse, gets
Yeah.
to Merry Chrysler,
Happy
or
Chrysler.
Happy Chrysler.
Oh,
I said that
glorious.
around my family, around Christmas time, and only one person in my family got it, and everybody else looked at me like I was. Yeah.
Who was the
Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Oh, man, what was it? What was that? There was something that I had. Gone. It's gone.
Wait, I do have one question. How did you make your mic arm see through?
Oh, NVIDIA.
It just blacks out everything
NVIDIA
that's in the
NVIDIA
background that it thinks.
Yeah. NVIDIA virtual background. Like my chair,
Mhm.
if light doesn't hit it right, it'll literally
Well, no,
disappear.
it's like I could see your arm still through, like where the mic was. Like it was only on your forearm.
There is a hole in it. There's like it's 2 bars.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's working.
Well, see, now you're making it more obvious.
Yeah, there you go. It's 2 bars.
I think it was assimilating the color of your skin to it is what it was in Discord.
Yeah. I'm so pasty, I throw off the, I guess, the black balance of my virtual background. I want to get one of those Shure boom arms, but I don't want to spend $80
I just want to get one of the
on
Shure mics. I'm too cheap to pay for it. This is the original.
You could always get
what I got for the podcast. What's that?
You could always get the MV7 Plus. It's basically the same internals as the SMB. If you get the SMDB, that's the really good one. It's like $600. It's
That's
XLR
awesome,
only, and they're really, really nice with built-in gain boost and everything. But dude, I have a mixer that has almost no power, and I'm running an MV7 Plus with XLR on it. It's great.
Appreciate you, Caesar. Thank you for hanging out for the whole time. You've been here since the start. But I know that everybody's getting tired. So, does anybody have any final thoughts before we head out for the night?
Thanks for all you do for Rumble, man.
I'm gonna be wrong for your birthday, so I'm not gonna say it again. For your actual birthday.
I'd say thanks for all you do for Rumble, man. Like the content that the library that exists on Rumble wouldn't be the same without you.
Dude, that means the world. Thank you so much. And that goes both ways. Sorry, I'm trying to type my.
You go both ways.
I said that goes both ways, sir. Get your mind out of the gutter.
It's that scene from Family Guy where like Ted Turner doesn't laugh, but he's like a bisexual, and they're like, "Yes, Ted, that was the joke." That's old Family Guy.
Yeah, that's real old. And by the way, if
Not
you haven't
hating
followed
Joe.
Corkski on Rumble, definitely go follow her. She does a lot of awesome chill streams, like with the hunting. What was it? The Wild.
Hunter Call of the Wild.
Yeah, I was close. Or
She's
I did
4 away
really
from 100.
What is that?
Oh, really?
I look
There's-
up now.
There's more than 4 people here. Go follow. Get her to 100.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, I do
I can see how that would
genuinely
be
enjoy
chill.
your
That's
streams.
a cool looking game.
Which one?
The Hunter
The-
Call of the Wild. I had to come by from one of those streams. That looks fascinating.
Yeah, Waffle's been dragging me along in Siege for the last few days, but I'll probably go back to the chill streams once he finds somebody better to play with.
Not better.
I was about to
It
say
ain't about winning when I'm playing with her.
Definitely have me on when you're playing with her, because I suck at Siege. It used to be good, and now I suck.
Well, anytime. I mean,
Only
I play
25.
Siege. I play Siege all the time. Oh, wait, don't buy it just yet. Here. If you
Oh,
go to
I'm just looking at it,
loaded.com.
yeah.
Hunter Call.
Their bundle is only $34.70 on Steam, and their regular is just their
I'm
base.
about
is
to
just
turn
20.
into a
That's pretty cool.
pumpkin, so I'm going to say good night and sweet dreams, y'all. Good night.
It is-
Thank you for
it-
hanging out.
Good night.
Yeah, bud.
It is not
It's gonna
on.
be shortly after you.
It's not on loaded.com. Let me check Humble Bundle.
I got a couple new
All right.
games I got to play anyways before I purchase one, so it's all good.
Yeah, I was about to say we got to play the Void.
Yeah,
Or not the
that's all
Void,
good.
Void Train.
I know what you meant.
All right.
And thank you, Joey.
Good night, boys.
But,
Waffle, it's bedtime.
Waffle,
It is.
bedtime.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out, for everyone that came, all of you in the chat, all of the amazing donos and the gifted subs. I couldn't ever thank you enough. But just remember, you light the fire, we pick up the torch and run with it. Until next time, God bless you all. Send you to ABD as I try to pull up my screen so I can send you to the end. There it is.